get into the groove of things. First of all, Ayo,
Yes, boss.
why do you have a Versace t-shirt on? Shirt on rather.
No, no, it's not a Versace t-shirt. Sorry, it's from this local. This is buy the naira supports the economy. It's a locally made. What do I call it now? Clothing line. Yeah, I don't want to mention their name because they don't sponsor me, but it's actually a locally made, locally sourced. You know, hundred
Yeah,
percent
that's nice.
Nigerian.
You're looking like a mob boss from Colombia.
Yeah, yes, Neo Traficante. Bendejo, all those kind of people. Yeah,
I mean, very on brand for where Nigeria is, right?
yeah, it is actually.
All right.
Wow,
But
wow.
yeah, you got like the ring on, the pinky ring on. You just need to develop the accents.
No,
Hermano, let me tell you something.
I'm fine. I'm the West African outpost. I mean the West African brand.
So
Yeah.
now, so
You're the
Lagos is
country
the
manager.
What do you say?
exactly.
So you're the country manager.
I'm the country. Yes, I'm the country manager. Yes, and things are booming
Yes,
in the country right now. So it's up, up and up.
I
makes
Uh,
see.
sense.
our quarterly review is looking good. We have all the numbers. We've hit all the targets. We are doing great.
I see it in I see it in the general output of the Nigerians on social media. People are getting crazier.
Yes, it is. Business is booming. We can't. This
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
more crazy people, just crazy people everywhere.
Oh yes. By the day now, we are getting more crazy people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy
Yaba
people
left is not.
everywhere.
Yaba left is not doing his job at all. Arrow is not doing his job.
I see too many crazy people everywhere, just saying crazy things, doing crazy things. Everywhere is it's just getting
I think they
crazier.
need to regulate who they give smartphones to. I think you need
I,
some kind of test.
I think we're
Yeah.
past that now.
Oh yeah, we passed the Rubicon now. So now it's just talk rubbish. They just you go for mental test or you get
I
banned.
think I think we just need to bring something back.
Shame.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
we
I
just need to
totally
bring
agree.
shame back.
Honestly, we need to
That's what
start.
helped us.
Yeah, look at our ancestors now. If you do rubbish, they carry you to the village square. They shame you. It's gone. We need to bring that back. Shaming of
That
people.
time, that time has gone.
No, we'll bring it back. Don't worry.
It's
We'll
gone.
bring it
There's no
back.
shame anymore.
We'll bring it back.
And you know why there isn't any shame anymore?
Why?
Because there is a stronger need to be shameless.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, that's
I've had
true.
this. I had this theory for a while. I think the lack of the shame is as a result of a lack of a community. People lack communities, right? So when you lack communities, you lack accountability, you lack
Are you
checking,
using
you
the right
lack check.
microphone, Steve?
I should know. I'm not.
I don't think
Am I
so.
not loud enough?
Yeah,
Yeah,
loud,
you're
but
you're
it's
not
not
using the right microphone.
properly filtered or probably
We
sounding
do
right.
this every weekend
Hmm.
now. This is a running thing.
Steve is finally
No,
his.
no,
You
Yeah,
can hear
it's
it. Can
yeah,
you
it's
hear the
better now.
difference?
That's better now. Now you are on them.
it
Yeah,
wasn't connect. That means this thing is touching. Then it's not my fault.
It's
I'm sorry.
touching. What is touching?
It's the extension that I'm using for the Mac. Global Village has to buy me another one. It's as simple as that.
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
It's if you go to Amazon, this thing costs like $1 Canadian. Just buy another one.
The company has to just buy for me. That's just it.
Okay, let me
Like
go
I
to
said,
Amazon
checking
now.
in on accountability. Are you all right?
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm even
yeah.
going to buy you? I'm
Uh,
not even going to buy you a converter. I'm just going to buy you a different USB-C. Like a USB-C, because what you're using now is USB-C to USB 2.0, right?
yes, yes,
I
yes.
mean, what? Yeah, so it's
No,
the old
USB. Do
one
you know my USB? USB.
to
That's what I mean.
USB-C,
Yes, to USB-C.
and that's why you need a converter to your Mac, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to buy you a USB-C cable, so you can just go USB-C. It's better, right?
uh, what when you mean a USB cable? Well, we'll talk
A
about it later,
USB-C
Sha.
cable, so USB-C to USB-C,
Oh,
so you
okay.
don't need the converter anymore.
So I think what people lack is community. People lack accountability. People lack checking in. Because I see things on social media and I'm like, if I do this, Osagie is going to lose his mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, Ayo is going to lose his mind. Like, the group is going to, everybody in the group is going to lose their minds. Like, what is happening, Steve? Like, are you okay? Is something okay? Is something, do you need to talk to us? Like, do you need help? Like people like outrightly just be panicking that something is wrong with this guy. I think a lot of people lack this kind of like structure in their lives, and that's why they can run. They can run wide on social media without anybody checking in and anybody just shaming them. I think what people really lack is like for people to have shame online, they have to have like that structure, the structure of community offline, and I think that's what people lack.
I think we were there a few years ago. I think right now, two things are happening. People don't give an F about their community,
At all.
right? That's the first thing. In fact, it's three things that's happening. One, people don't give an F about what their community think, right? The second thing that's happening is that people in the community are encouraging this, which is the most shocking thing for me, actually. There are people within the community that are encouraging, either turning a blind eye or further encouraging people's behavior online. You know what I think the third thing is? And all three align with what you're saying. Community is in all three scenarios. People have gone to create a new set of community of people who 100% encourage this behavior.
Yeah.
Do you understand what is happening?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The denominator here is that community does exist. So you are right. But the scenarios in those things are what makes things different. People have a whole community. VDM has a whole community of over 2 million people now who follow him on one page.
Yeah.
And he literally can get away with anything, right or wrong, good or bad. And usually, right, it's always nuanced, which is today you're a good person, or today you're doing something noble, right? Tomorrow you are alleging that, Mohbad's wife or Mohbad's kid isn't really his kid without any.
Yeah.
And even when they tell you, a DNA test has been conducted, right? You are questioning where the sample came from. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And people are encouraging you and saying, yes, now, why is the DNA sample not coming from Mohbad himself? Why is it coming from his mother? You see what's going on? So today you've traveled all the way to where they massacred 200 people. You are literally on ground. You've gone as far as where the president won't even dare to go to.
Yeah.
Which is something noble, right? To bring awareness to a massacre that just happened. I think it was there less than a week.
He was there less than a week, yes.
It's incredible. Do you understand? Whether you're a member of that community or not, you look at something like that and you say, wow, that's brave of you. Thank you for shedding more light. Whether we like it or not, it was part of the footage that he took and got to the public that made the federal government react. It wasn't the sole thing, but it was one of the things.
Yeah.
Of course, coupled with the Pope's message
Tweets,
and all of that. So, but the next day, you're just saying something absolutely ridiculous.
That's the danger of vigilante justice that we are promoting in Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
So even the case of Scotty Guma now, he took and flip and decided to do something else, and you're like, "What is this? What am I doing? What's happening here?"
But I wouldn't even call it flip. He can just have a genuine opinion. Yeah. And it just might be wrong. It's like this podcast. People say, "Oh, thank you for encouraging us," blah blah blah. But maybe one day I just start telling you guys, "Hey, man, Steve, I think Bat's onto something." Just know I've been paid, bro.
Yeah.
Well, when I start telling you, guys, you guys need to look at it from. Once you start seeing pictures of me at the next Digital Media Summit.
Yeah, play PS5. Play PS5 and Wi-Fi.
Or hanging out at the APC Youth Sector playing PS5 Slim. Don't forget the Slim.
Yeah.
That was so. He was so.
Or waking up on Monday morning and going on Twitter and looking for what people tweeted about Peter Obi in 2013.
Yes, I'm pulling it out, including Mr. Peter himself.
Exactly.
Mr. Obi himself, and just going in on people.
Yeah.
Or everything that aligns with the current people in government, right? From their supporters to their friends to Fuji stars who almost get their head chopped off by president by jets. I will
Yeah.
always look at it through their lens and support them.
Yes.
You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. You know, you're just deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving people anymore.
Yeah.
People are awake. You are deceiving yourself. And it's sad. I saw a young man, a pastor. You see, the problem with overshare, that's also the problem with social media. The problem with social media is once you become, you think you're a content creator. You're not a content creator. You're a slave to content creating. It's the other way around. You just think you're in control. You're not in control anymore. The moment we decide to stop this podcast, I'm very sure three of us will not even bat an eyelid.
Life goes on.
Do you understand? I'm sure
Mm.
none of us will bat an eye. Oh my God, we're going. Oh. No,
My
guys, how
Sunday
far?
my Sunday morning sleep will be lit.
Do you
Bro.
understand?
More lit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
I
it's
will
like.
say, how far? We're good. I will say, yeah, I'm good. Steve will say, yeah, I'm good. And that's it. And we go back to the WhatsApp group, which is where we actually have more fun, to be honest.
Chicken, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's just three characters here, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more of us in the WhatsApp group,
There's
which
a
is a
multiverse.
well-rounded conversation to me.
Yeah, you guys.
Do you understand? In different sectors, because Jude can just start one day and go off. Do you understand? Something might just get in Dio's head and he just takes one sports person and is finishing the person. Or Ayola can never be satisfied with what Manchester United does. Do you understand? Like, I enjoyed because those are constant. Bowo will come from nowhere and just do his own thing. And he can go on a tangent. Shagun might not talk for weeks, but when he comes, he's giving us a whole book. You understand? You enjoy these kind of things, and we have Nuru is there to always play the devil's advocate in any case.
What if? How
Do you
come?
understand? So I'm good there. That's the one that will pay me. That's the community that will pay me.
that's
And this is
the
not
one.
to take away from the amazing people we talk to and everything, but we've
Sure.
got to admit it, guys. It's a fucking one-sided conversation.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I'm just saying, you know, and we're not ending the pod anytime soon because we also like this. It's therapy for us as well.
Yeah.
You know, but we are not slaves to this thing. I've seen people, right? You start off stuff, and the engagement, the platform rewards you with enough engagement, and then you become a slave because you always want to hit that high. Oh man,
You
I
become
did
a caricature of that image. Yeah.
and then you start coming up with topics that don't make sense anymore because you're trying to spark some sort of engagement.
Yeah.
Because the problem now is, sorry, Ayo, the problem now is you put out content and then you went to look at the metrics. And that's what really got you high, not even putting out the content anymore.
Yeah.
And so you saw 5,600 views. How do I take this to 10K? And maybe for something, one of your video goes viral and then you hit 100K, the next one hits like 90, 100 or 110, and then you want to sustain that high.
Yeah.
Ladies and the giants listening, I don't know if any of my co-hosts, these two guys, have gone to check the metrics of this podcast. I have begged them. I have emotionally manipulated them. There's nothing, I've insulted them. I've given them access. They don't just give a flying F. And to some way, right, I am more comfortable with them being lackadaisical about checking the metrics than them being obsessed with the metrics to the point where they are like, Osagie, we didn't hit XYZ number last month. I think I want to bring XYZ and say some bullshit so that we can hit those numbers. What do you think? Because you might not start off there, but you eventually get there.
Yeah.
It's like any drug. You keep chasing the high because you want more until you die. So
the thing is that
yeah, that's it, man. That's all I gotta say.
If you are creating content, and these are for the guys who want to start, genuinely do like great content out there, do not look at the numbers. Just look at the quality of what you're putting out. Simple as that. Do not look at the numbers. Once you begin to look at the numbers, you begin to start doing funny shit. I've seen a lot of people go down this route. Like, okay, hey, Okoyem is about to hit 1 million followers. How can I do that in 6 months? What do I see? Then maybe you were just doing car content, just talking about cars in the Nigerian context. All of a sudden, you start bringing half naked women into your content because you two want to reach 1 million. It's not going to work. Everybody knows that bullshit.
See space. You and madam fit just go this corner for this car. Just you and madam.
Just
You know
a,
as if
and you
what
now
is
be a
that?
caricature. You now become a caricature because
I
you
think
want to use
it's
that.
important to, but like, you as content creator, I think it's also important to look at the metrics and understand what you're doing well or what you're not doing well. Isn't
That's
like
different.
that's okay?
That's
Me, I know.
different.
I know why.
I
Yeah.
I
check the
know.
metrics, right?
Yeah.
I'm procedure of this show. I check the metrics. What did we do? What are we not doing? Okay, this episode was a fan mail episode. Oh, this one. Do you understand? I check it. You guys don't. I gave you access. You find it, but I check it to see. With all the other podcasts too, we just check to see what's going on and what are
Yeah.
we averaging. And what changed and what can we change. We tweaked 2, 3, 4 essential, and it became a bigger podcast now
Yeah. Yeah.
by just moving things around the script to say, okay, I think we need to say this first. We need to introduce XYZ. So that's different. I think if you're running anything, even if it's a business or not a business, so you're passionate about it, checking the metrics, bro. We worked in marketing. Do you understand? I can never be against that.
Numbers. Yeah.
Checking the numbers or being data driven. I think that's the only way you get far ahead in life in 2025. My point is when you become obsessed about it to the point where it starts determining what you make, and then it doesn't come from your soul anymore.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to look like a caricature of yourself. It's like the boy who was doing the mukbang thing, right? Who used to try different kind. He ended up being obese,
Yeah. Yeah.
where
Yeah.
he couldn't even breathe normally.
Properly anymore.
They
Yeah.
had to pass. He had to use an oxygen tank. That's how fat he became. That's
Yeah.
somebody who lets the content determine who he became.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's just a physical outlook we're looking at. Some is mental.
Yeah.
true.
Or some you are into fashion and style, and you see the numbers. It's not then you decide to start putting more X-rated content out there. I'm
I
seeing.
think what you guys are just be discussing, I've just tied it to one group of content creators. That's people who create content about their personal life. I think when you go that lane, I don't know where you draw the line. Do you
You have
get?
to draw the line.
Because
There's
in
no
content
line
generally, there's no line.
because
So
it
like
was
in
your
content
personal
generally,
life.
from like let's just say from food, perfumes, career. Well, if you're looking at the numbers, it's fine. Like and you're also talking about important things, so it's fine. But when you
Yeah.
start creating content about your personal life, I don't know where you just draw the line, man. I
It's
don't
hard
know.
though.
It's
It's hard.
hard.
It's hard.
You
I
know, so
ain't
as you
gonna
guys are
lie.
just speaking, and I just my mind to gear towards like the group of content creators, and those are people who really go personal, like in terms of like their personal lives, who overshare, and we'll go back to the conversation of this so-called pastor, right? Who just went on Twitter and just said nonsense. Like I was even looking at the original tweet. I'm like, for context, we'll have to go and read that tweet. I didn't even put it in the talking points because,
What's his name, man? What's his name? I
man, I
saw
don't know
Okwe
his name.
something. Is his
I'm
name
not
Okwe?
that.
Pastor something.
No, his
Pastor
name's not Okbe. There's only one Okbe on
Pastor.
this podcast.
1
There's
million,
only one
1 million,
Okbe.
a million, a
There's no,
million, a million,
there's only one certified Okbe on this pod.
Yes, so
Man, I can't find his. Yeah, okay, but the guy is a pastor at CCI in Edo State, Benin, I believe.
yes.
And
Yes.
he put out a tweet, right, alluding to the fact that 2 weeks after his wife gave birth, he demanded for sex from his wife. Yes,
That was not the original.
that's
That
not
was
even
not
the
the
original one.
The original one was about how he forgot his wife's birthday 2 years in a row.
But remember the
Oh,
side chick's birthday.
No. He didn't say he remembered the size his birthday. He put out a thread talking about how he hurt his wife
Okay.
by not remembering, not like by forgetting to plan for her birthday for 2 years in a row, right? And made the whole conversation about it, what he learned, blah 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 blah. And people were like, "You hurt your wife? Like, how can you forget her birthday? You don't love her and stuff like that." Then people now start digging into his old tweets. He was a
Oh
white
my
boy
gosh.
about how that was when the tweet about him wishing his side piece a happy birthday.
Why are they calling her his side piece?
Is
Yes,
this a
he
pastor?
He said it in
Okay.
the tweet. Oh, happy birthday to my side hoe, whatever it is. I mentioned her.
No, but that's like a joke now.
Bruno, who
We
like
don't know the context. Do
it's
you know the
Twitter. Like I
context?
don't understand.
Exactly, it
You're
can
telling
be a
Twitter
content,
guys
can
that
be
you're
a
telling Twitter that is a joke
They
because
don't know
somebody
the joke.
and after
They
you've
know the joke on
admitted and
Twitter.
after it's been certified and it's been clear that you're a sex addict and you're a white boy.
his profile says he's a former porn and masturbation
Porn
addict.
addicts and sex
Why do
addicts.
you have that in your profile on Twitter?
That's his MO. That's his how do I put it? Remember, he's a pastor. There has to be a redemption story. That's his redemption story. Do
Oh.
you get? Yeah. He even has a YouTube video where he sat down and explained his journey about how he used to be addicted to porn, to sex, to masturbation, how the gospel delivered him, stuff like that. So he was a wild boy. So whether he was joking with that tweet, calling somebody a side hoe, where Twitter has now dug into that person's own parts and brought out a wedding photo, which is like really like stupid and ridiculous,
Oh, well, that's another
right?
problem there.
There's another
Well,
problem
that's
there.
the
Like a
alleged
couple
side
is
hoe, right?
the alleged side hoe. Like a
Someone,
couple
yeah,
is
I saw the
just
picture. Someone
yeah, a
went
couple
and
is
dug in
just
and come
and
on, man.
found a picture, right? So people started digging into the into his past tweets, like where he was talking about sex, and that's where the issue of him asking his wife for sex 2 weeks after delivery came from.
He
It was a
tweeted about
past.
that.
He tweeted about that. Yeah.
Who
I
asked him
think there
for
was even a
this?
video of it or so.
Oh my
What
God.
prompted all this talking too much? I want to understand. He's a pastor. He should be preaching. Why is
Okay,
he?
so his name is Joshua Kesena,
Mm.
right? He describes himself as Okpe's husband, so apparently his wife's name is Okpe. His profile reads reads thus: resident pastor, CCI Benin, husband, father, former sex, porn, masturbation, and drug addicts, pointing other addicts to freedom. Okay, it's fine. I mean, if you're a foreman, then you're not ashamed of your past, but you've changed, and then you're pointing other people to freedom. Okay, fine. I'm not going to knock you for that. Do you understand? That's brave of you. But then, my brother, there are apps on no matter the operating system you're using, whether it's Android OS or iOS, there are apps where you can go and expunge all these tweets. Like once you have a rebrand like this, buy the app, delete all your tweets, and move on with life. That's what I did. When I did a small rebrand back then, what did I do? Go rid of all my tweets. Because, my brother, 10, 15 years ago, 16, 17 years ago, we were all wilding.
Yep.
We were all
Facts.
wilding. Just saying funny, stupid stuff that
Yep.
today the work world will kill you for. They will hang you for
You're
it.
very offensive. Yeah.
There are some things being said today that are not considered offensive, that in the next 15 years, you
You
will
will be.
lose your job for saying it,
Yeah.
you know? So you should have expunged your tweets. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And this is just oversharing.
Yeah, it
What
This is
is.
what
prompted you?
oversharing does.
What prompted him to say all this, please? I just want to know.
I think he's also part of his own. I don't know, man. When you share, you're a counselor, or whatever it is, you use your own personal stories to build up your stories. It's all part of the build up. This one, he build up. It can't go back, go score on go.
Escobar.
And then what are they?
The guy said he forgot his wife's birthday 2 years in a row. He's just being truthful. He genuinely. I've forgotten my wife's birthday before. What about that?
Yes, no, we remember. We all remember. Yeah.
And I think my wife forgot my birthday recently. I can't remember if she did or not.
I don't
Like
think
not
we
last year's
are.
Zoom. Like who gives a fuck? Like, do you
Yeah, I don't think
understand?
we are. Like he's just. But the thing that is putting it on Twitter. Someone said, "If you do that to me, I'll
You're
divorce you." I just started laughing.
No one has ever seen all
Away
the
from the
tweets about.
conversation, I just
No one has
started
ever seen
laughing.
all the
So
tweets about
you
birthday.
ignore what somebody has done for 364 days, and like it's just like some conversations are really not necessary. So I saw the backlash on. I saw the backlash to that on Twitter. I just started laughing. But it is what it is. Also, I think what what hurt a lot of people was when they said when he said that his wife has or like always like is like her love language is gifting. Even on his own birthday, she plans, she gives him like things and stuff like that. So there's that point in not really there's that point where you are not giving like acting back. There's no reciprocation of action for in a relationship. So that I understand that backlash. But for you and your household, it's like you and your wife, like birthdays don't mean anything to you. Like exactly. So
I
it's
made
different.
birthdays not mean anything. I did it. It's coming back now. It's coming back now. But I want to
yeah.
stop. I want to disrupt it again.
I think
But-
because
And
I
I
think
understand why it's coming back now. It's
it's
coming
because
back
of the
now
kids.
because one, because of the kids. Two, we're in a different country. We don't have a lot of family around. Do you understand?
Oh, okay,
So you
okay,
need to
okay.
mark
Yeah,
And
those
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Yeah, I get.
nevertheless, birthdays has been like for the kids. They've been a big thing. Like one of my daughters, Peppa Pig was a thing at the time. She made all of us
Yeah.
dressed in Peppa Pig. I was the dad in Peppa Pig.
Now this is
What
why you
is
need
the
to.
dad?
This is why you
Do you
need to
understand?
overshare so that we can see these pictures on this thing.
No, never
Yeah.
happening.
No, funny enough, I can actually show you on my phone. I'll show you on the
Yeah.
phone now. Like I'll put the phone to the screen for you guys to see it. Right. But my point is like that was fun, right? But the aspect
Yeah.
of, oh, it's my birthday, I must receive something,
Yeah.
right? I shut that aspect down because we're going to eat nice food and everything and have a nice day. That's granted.
Yeah,
But
but
I
nobody
shut
owes
down
you
that
anything. Yeah.
bread. Yeah, exactly. I shut that down because, and I made sure I do other stuff around the year to make that day of gifting insignificant.
This is why
Yes.
you're not married to an average Nigerian woman, because I didn't even know
No,
what triggered these tweets. I just started seeing
yeah.
tweets of, if a man forgets Valentine and forgets my birthday, that's a red flag. I'm done with him. I was not
Yeah.
wondering
Please
who
be
started
done.
this. Please be done, because first of all, Valentine is a pagan holiday. I mean, I serve the Lord Jesus Christ, so I will not be part of paganism. Thank you very much. And birthday, I don't, the standards these days. I don't just know, sha, but everybody on Twitter is a romantic that expects your partner to be always on 100%. It's fine. It's calm.
Yeah.
Ah, I can see the Pepper family.
Yeah. Daddy pig,
Uh,
mommy pig, pepper. So don't just overshare. Don't
Yeah.
just there's a video of her admitting, but this one is crazy. Trying to have your sex with your wife 2 weeks after she gave birth is wild.
no, that's
It's
TMI.
crazy.
That's
It's
TMI,
It's
first of all.
crazy.
to me it's crazy.
Crazy.
Like just
It's crazy.
again the health risks, right? Your wife just pushed out a baby, and I don't even know. Oh, maybe it was cesarean, and it was just like, yo, man,
Baba Caesarean, anyone, no.
it was cesarean, bro. Imagine him telling her, yo, it was cesarean now. It's your stomach that has the issue now, not your.
Come
I'm
on.
telling you, people are wild.
Yeah.
People are wild, bro. 2 weeks after giving birth to a child is crazy. I'm
Bro,
just saying.
I've
Because I
read
think
like
it's
3 days,
even
4 days.
medically, it's recommended for the woman to stay without having sex for 6 weeks or so, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
It's
yeah,
usually
you
a
ask.
long time. Usually a
Yeah.
long time. Mm.
There's a video here. Do you guys want to hear it? Of the woman herself admitting that the
Saying
husband
it's
attempted to her. Let's go
yeah.
for it.
After
Wait,
I
the
had the
pastor's
baby,
wife?
they started asking for
Yes.
Wow.
People went and dug everything up, bro. The world
after I had the baby, they started asking for sexual things. Mentally, I wasn't there yet. I could not even conceive it or understand it. How can you be thinking about sex at this point in time? I was just thinking about how to be alive and how to ensure that our child was fed. When the time now finally came for us to have sex, after having our first daughter, it was too painful, so we stopped.
It was very
So,
tough for me to listen to the cry.
so I said the second time, I don't want to disappoint you again, so I'm just going to endure through it. Even though I was feeling discomfort and feeling pain, I didn't say anything. Tears dropped from my eyes, but I was like, oh.
damn.
When we finally had a conversation about it, we were so heartbroken.
The conversation that we had about it, it was very tough for me. I mean, like, it's not something the husband wants to hear, that he made his wife cry, first and foremost. Take it further. It's not something the husband wants to hear, that he made his wife cry during sex. When we had conversation, I don't think I wanted to have sex for some time. But just that thought about it and not really understanding that my emotions, my desire for sex should have been better in check, and how you are holistically as a person. Because I was looking physically.
Okay, I hear them speak now, right?
Yeah.
And you know what Twitter does now, right? Social media just strips away like
Nuance.
every nuance and everything, right? It just strips everything away and just presents everything in black and white, and it's easy for you to make a decision and trying to disparage the other people on the other side of the arguments. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say it's crazy. I'm just saying 2 weeks after it's crazy, bro. But you remember she said sexual things,
Yeah.
right?
Not
So
necessarily.
again, there's so many because they didn't for, and that's what 10-second clips or all this kind of clips does, right? The interviewer also didn't say, "Oh, when you mean sexual things, do you mean actual sex or do you mean like give him one quick rub and tug?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rob and
Like
Tog is crazy. Calling it Rob and Tog is crazy, bro.
that's what they call it, a rub and tug.
Bro, it's rub and talk, bro.
It's a rub and tug, man. What do you want me to say? Give me head, you know. So, because I would have loved if the interviewer doubled down and said actual sex or, do you understand? Since you guys are there, it's a whole platform. They have a whole
Yeah.
YouTube page. It's called Our Growing Love Story. People make, I mean, 2 weeks is crazy again, right? From my opinion, in my opinion, rather, from my perspective. But there are some, and these are for young married people or even older married people, right? There are some instances where each side, if you come and tell your story of what you did or attempted to do or something on social media, you're going to get as killed as this guy. Yes or no?
No. Yep. Def.
Do you
Going to get
understand?
flamed.
So let's make these moments teachable moments, right?
To who? The mob?
It should be counsel culture and not cancel culture, guys.
No, it cannot happen that way.
Every point
You
of
know,
time this guy is telling this story, Steve, right? He's telling from a place of, look at what I did. I messed up. I was wrong. I've changed now and I'm a better person. Yes or no?
No.
yes.
That's how he told all the stories now.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, this is what I did in the past.
It's
It
a
was
rejection
wrong of
story.
me
Yeah.
and I've changed and I've matured.
Yeah.
Here's my story. Learn from it so you don't do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So why are we killing the guy? This is me also just thinking about everything. Why are we then killing the guy
But I'm
now?
sorry, anytime I see content like this on social media, I just believe that maybe you people don't love each other. Like just agreeing to do this, like in public view, it's just it's something I hate I like it, dislike a lot, right? In terms
Steve,
of
Steve, it's a recession indicator. I
maybe
keep trying to say this thing. People need
True.
money. All
As
the things you're
Batman
saying.
It's true. It's true.
As they say on Twitter, Batman won't get this kind of information out of me. Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For me, it's a recession indicator. If the country was well to do, there will be less content creators. Or at least these people making the content won't be the people making content. Do you get what I
At
mean?
least we'll have
Maybe.
the front line making better content. Then if
There
you
will
know
be
you want
other
to get for your
people.
weird
No, there
stuff,
will even
yeah.
be random people making content, but they would not be making it with the sole intent, or at least the primary intent, that they need to make money. This whole thing is just, it all points into how do I make more money?
to spike the algorithm and
It's sure
get revenue.
if people don't know what's happening, because I think we talk to a lot of Instagram and Twitter crowd. But if you guys don't know what's happening right now, like the sure pathway to earning on Facebook is to jackbar and then start creating family content, either with your children or with your husband. It's a sure Facebook banker. Like if you look at the top earning people in Nigeria, like top earning people on Facebook, like especially from like Nigerian content, they are all in this line of content. Do you get?
The only guys that I like from that lane is our guy Lamborghini and his wife. Those are the people that I fuck with in that content. But the normal couple, I beg.
So I also like what's our former colleague that's in Canada?
Oh,
Both of them, what are their names
yeah.
again? Hey, forgotten their names. Steve,
bump
you know
on
what I'm
them.
talking about, man.
I bump on them.
But I've forgotten his
regularly.
name, their names too.
There's something.
Is the guy that is our former colleague now, right?
Yes, the guy was our former colleague.
Is the guy? Yeah, I've forgotten his name.
The two of us or something. I can't remember.
No. It's their son names. Nigerian couple in Canada. Hold on.
Wow.
I'm gonna pull it out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out. It's gonna come out now. It's gonna pop out. Oh man, there's so many Nigerian couples in Canada now. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for content creation, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a short jackpot content, like sharing off your family and stuff like that.
Thank you, the love train. You're right, Ayo. The love train. Yes. They have 246,000 followers. Oh, they're following me. Let me follow back.
You're not to watch that content. So.
No, I'm going to watch it. Come on. That's my former colleague now, and he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was actually good. He was a cool
He was
brother.
a great guy, and I was doing music as well.
Yeah.
He was in a series I was watching.
Yeah, the Last of Us now. You said
Yeah,
it
The
now.
Last of Us season
Yeah,
1. Steve, do
yeah.
you know?
No, no.
I'm telling you, he's
was
in
there.
an episode where the soldiers are gathering and they need to move out. And I just see his face. I'm like, wait, hold on. I rewind
For real?
it. I'm telling you, bro.
I didn't notice.
I had to hit him up. I sent him a DM. I said, is that you in The Last of Us? Episode 5, season 1. He was like, yeah, it's me, man. I'm like, man, congrats to you.
Keep
Because they
pushing it,
shot
bro.
it in Canada.
Oh, for real? Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
and he had this very mean look, very opposite of
What he is.
Who
yeah, what
he
he
is as a
is.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was happy for him there. Yeah. Guys, let's start this podcast, man. Are you guys ready?
So I just want to say that. Does this mean that this December, no pajama photos from you guys again?
Have you ever seen a pajama photos of me? In short, the worst I guess my phone is not here. I would have shown you my own pajamas.
These are the only guys I know that don't do pajamas photos. I'm like, yeah.
Keep your life private.
Yeah, no pajamas photos for us, man.
I actually do. We actually do, but it's for
The photos-
private.
The photos don't
It's
see the
for
light of day. You can put it up, Steve. I don't know what your problem is.
Oh man.
Put it up, man. Put it up. Put it there. Show your love. When are you going to start creating YouTube content with wifey?
I make I run. Now
No,
we-
but out of all of us, it's Steve that has the most potential to do it.
Look who's talking. You two can do it now.
You two can do it now. How can
I
you do
can't.
it?
How am I not going to do that? Like it's
I
not.
can't
If we're
even
not
picture.
going to do
I
it.
can't even picture. I was like buying tripod, light, all those things. Say okay, subscribe.
It's not possible.
Subscribe. It's
But
not-
Steve's wife has the potential to spark it and do it, and Steve will follow.
No, not for
No, Steve, you know.
she's not going to
No,
drag me
Steve.
into it.
Today, if she says she wants to start doing this, because guess what? She's built she's very good in understanding
Very,
the
very good.
algorithm,
Yeah,
acquiring
very, very
customers
good.
via social and
Very
all of
good,
that, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
if she then says, see, the next frontier of business or customer acquisition through these channels to make money is to now
We should start
personalize this
including
video.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I want to do. This
you
is
know
the strategy.
TikTok. You know.
Are you
TikTok
going
is
to
Nah.
argue with
monetized in
that?
Canada.
No, it's a valid reason now.
Nah, thank you. God bless.
TikTok is monetized in Canada. Because I have to collect like $5,000 per month.
I'll
Just-
tell you. Oh,
Anyways, man, I want to play this audio clip before we start the show.
Keep your life private. Don't advertise your happy marriage, kids, achievements, and expensive buys on social media. Honestly, don't. Not everyone is going to be happy for you. You know, most of the nice comments that you see on social media are just fake. Honestly, you will only attract the evil eye for you and your family. You will only attract jealous people into your life. And it only takes one evil eye, and everything is gone. Guys, protect your blessings. Protect them by keeping them private. Not everything needs to be seen. And not everyone needs to know, because remember one thing. And pay attention here. What you don't share can't be destroyed. Keep your life private. Don't advertise your
Are we ready?
Let's start what we have come into the room to do.
Yes, y'all. You are now listening to another episode of your favorite podcast, Loose Talk. I got with me some incredible people.
Yep.
You know them already. You know who they are. Lagos finest. IB's finest. He's not hiding his family from the world, he's hiding the world from his family. Journalist extraordinaire. Afrobeats culture representative. Writer of all writers. The man of culture. Mr. AOT2 himself.
Yep. What's up?
And of course, I have with me the one and only lead researcher. I solo like Isolo's finest. Canada's finest. The original SDC. Knows all the men in the Niger Delta creeks. Agbo's finest. Affiliated with Ugeli. Mr. Steve Daly. Round of applause for Mr. Steve Daly. All right. And of course, me, myself, and I, Mr. Osagie Alonge. Glad to have you guys listening. Shout out to all our giants listening from everywhere. Should we start listing where our giants listen from? It's too many places, man. If we start now, we might not be able to even record the podcasts. So many places, but I'm going to name some. You know what? Let's do a roll call. It's been a while since we did a roll call. All the
All
places
right.
where
the most surprising places.
are you ready for that?
Let's go.
Yep.
The most surprising place for me has to be Jigawa.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I'm literally looking at it right now on the screen.
Shout out to the jigs.
Hey, shout out to the jigs, man. It's literally a 0.04 of our listenership comes from Jigawa State. It's literally here on the screen. I'm not joking.
Wow.
If you actually logged in to the analytics, which you all have access to, you'd see it for yourself. It's here. Benue, Bayelsa, Taraba, Sokoto, Jigawa, Borno, Ebonyi, Yobe, Kebbi, Oyo Rivers, Zamfara, Akwa Ibom, Gombe. It's here. Anyway, so shout out to everybody listening from the 234. Those for you listening in the north, I didn't try to traumatize you with the bomb. Okay? It's not
everywhere in the north. It's not everywhere in the north that is.
Yeah,
terrorism.
look at me stereotyping. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so all our people listening in the US, from Texas, California, Maryland, not to be confused with Maryland, New York, Georgia, Illinois, District of Columbia, New Jersey, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Florida, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Ohio, Indiana, Arizona, Tennessee, Connecticut, Missouri, Washington, Louisiana, Michigan, Colorado, Iowa, Kentucky, Nevada, South Carolina, Delaware, Oklahoma, Oregon, Arkansas, Utah, man, we have some people from the down south in the US of A, Vermont, Montana, Wyoming, Alaska. Drop a bomb for all of you. And also everybody listening from the UK, whether you're in England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, shout out to you guys. All my peeps in Canada as well. Ontario, Alberta, British Columbia, Quebec, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, Prince Edward Island, Northwest Territories, Nunavut. Drop a bomb for you guys as well. And of course, my people listening from the greater Accra region, from Ashanti, from the western region, the Borno East region, Central, Volta, Upper East. Shout out to you guys as well. Ireland, all our peeps in Ireland, all our peeps in Germany, everywhere in Germany, in South Africa, in Australia, in the Netherlands, and the UAE, Italy, France, Sierra Leone, Hungary, Poland, Finland, Sweden, Trinidad and Tobago, Liberia, Belgium, Ukraine, Switzerland, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Russia, Cyprus, Austria, Estonia, Czech Republic, Turkey, Portugal, Qatar, Lithuania, Kenya, Japan, Spain, Belarus, Brazil, Norway. Come on, the list goes on and on. Oh my God, are people listening from Kuwait? Shout out to you guys as well. Drop a bomb for everybody. Round of applause to everybody. Shout out to our giants. Shout out to our giants. We really appreciate you guys. I want to give a shout out to someone real quick, man. Real quick. He's an OG in the music industry. He turned 50 recently. It's not easy, man. Turned 50. Want to give a shout out to the legendary producer, musician, all-round entertainment man, ID Kabasa.
The great one himself.
Ayo, ID Kabasa, top 10 producers in Nigerian history, music history.
Yeah, definitely. Of all time. No, we're not doing all these 1919. Of all time, yes, definitely.
ID Kabasa, right?
Yeah.
Steve, do you agree?
I agree.
I mean, if you did
have,
this,
if you have a classic album, you're already there.
if you did this, if you produced this,
I'm back at you.
come on, man. The song is just as like the beat makes up 50% of this record.
Oh yes, the beat is has life of its own. Yeah, definitely.
You know, there are some beats like that, like in the club.
Oh, yes,
right?
man.
In the club
Yes.
makes up 50% of the record. The record is
Yeah.
dope. 50 Cent delivers as a recording artist on the record. But like 50% of that is that boom,
Is the
boom,
beats.
boom, boom. You know? It's the same thing for Gongwaso, man. See, the song is so good. I believe on the original Gongwaso CD, the instrumentation plays before the song
Yes.
comes in.
Yes.
I'm right,
Just
right?
Filam. Yeah, maybe not just Filam. Yes.
Like I don't know if someone made a mistake when they sent it to Peter Fallon Show to go and print, right? I don't know what happened there, but I know the instrument. There's the whole instrumentation plays for 3 minutes plus. Then the next track is the song. So I don't know if someone got the track listing right or wrong. Maybe they wanted to put it at the end because back in the day, right? Your hit records they usually put the instrumentation at the end. P Square used to
Yeah.
do it. A couple
Shout out
of
to
guys
P-Square.
used to do it. Yeah. You just put it at the end just in case DJs want to flip it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But this plays well in the middle of the album before Gongwaso comes in. Because Gongwaso comes in at what, maybe track 6, 7, 8?
Yeah, I think it's in the middle. Yeah. The
You know,
middle.
so man.
I also think for Kabasa, like for you to be like the sonic head of a subgenre in Afrobeats, street hop, Afro Adura, whatever you want to call it. Bro, not many producers can lay claim to that. That they created a whole new sound and movement that is still going on strong. You look at Ashake. Ashake is just a manifestation of what ID Kabasa's vision was with coded tunes. At the end of the day,
He's the godfather.
yeah, he's the godfather.
He's the godfather of Afro Adura. So when you see anything from what's the guy's name? Bella Shmother, even Shei Vibes. Think of any of these Afro Adura guys. What's the name of even the guy that came earlier? The Fuji man's, the late Barista's son. What's the Barry J?
By all those guys, yeah.
Any of those guys, right? Everything still ties back to what Kabasa was doing. Kabasa gave us little money, guys. Little money.
Yeah, that was first hit.
You're nice. Left everything.
Come on. You know when you know a producer is really hot? Do you know when? When everybody runs outside the clique of the producer, like the artist he works with, when everybody runs to go and get a beat from that producer. That's when you know, okay, this producer is hot.
I know
two shots ran to him.
Of course. Huh?
2 shots.
We want to know what's up. We got vision one. Make them talk. Oh, to be love it. Watch it make them talk. Kuli bum bum. Ordinary come. Make them talk. We want to know what's up. We got vision one. Make them talk.
Rugged Man ran to him.
Rugged Records.
Again, it's me, the individual, running the game physical. I'm here to open my mouth again and yan spiritual, to speak from my heart. Let you know where they pin me, as people they bite and talk about me up in this industry.
Do you know I listened to this beat one day and I realized something? It's actually a rock beat. It's a rock beat. Like, think about Linkin Park on this record.
Sure.
The intro is even rock like.
Oh, that sounds crazy, man. God.
I mean, he's crazy. Then he gives you those kind of records with rappers. Then you want something. You want to flip a record that you think is dope, that you made in reggae style, and you want to flip it for Afrobeats. He's also there.
EMEZ, ID Kabasa, and Banky Double. Let's go. Are you capable of? Come on, mommy, move your money. Capable of? Eat your banky dough. Are you capable of? I'm a total touch your top of the bed. Make it good love. Be my sister. Stepping at the club and lose control. Baby, make your body move.
They remember when he gave Face this record. What is this?
Make my heart go. Baby, you too fine like butterfly. I can't let a beautiful princess just pass me by. I know but your love has got me hypnotized. Shit, I do lose, oh, I've been a love at first sight. You don't really understand what you did do this man. Girl, your love don't take control of me, oh no. I don't want a one night stand, girl, I wanna be your man. Girl, I want you to have my kids, cause you knock me on my feet. You make my heart go. Girl, you make me
Happy birthday, ID Kabasa. Enjoy 50 and enjoy many more years to come. All right, man. It's the fan-mail episode. Remember, it's the fan-mail episode. So, Steve, you will not get the chance to rant about Nigeria today.
Thank God.
At least let's rant about
oh my God,
attempts at preventing planes from flying. At least. At least.
It's called
that
Fuji
whole
hijack.
thing. Before we do that, can I quickly give a shout out to somebody I've been following, content creator I've been following, who I love content creators who start at a certain journey and then just pivot, and it can be due to, I don't know, personal experience, whatever. But I like people who start off with something and then find themselves in something similar, but different, a bit different from what they started as, or at least what is mainstream. I'm talking about the general. Do you guys know the general?
What's her name?
Steve, you
He
don't know the
was
general.
he
Content
used to do a
skit
lot of
creator, right?
skit creator. Then he had issues with NDLA 1 year like that. He released a
Yeah.
few movies on YouTube. I know him. I know him very well.
Okay. Super. So the general started off as skit makers like Nasty Black and Sydney Tucker, right? Typical stories, dating, creates they create sketches basically, and the sketches usually revolve around dating a girlfriend or something around that space, relationship will be like kind of content, right? Which is what them Nasty and Co do. But for some time, I didn't then see any of his content. Then he came back and started making content where he was fighting in like either jiu-jitsu or one of these physical combat fights that originated from Asia, basically Southeast Asia, right? And he's continued to do it. He's shot movies. He's shot movies, put them on YouTube, and he's literally fighting. Like you can tell that he trained for it. And then the camera effects are amazing. The way the camera follows him when they're fighting and everything, it looks something you take out of a Hollywood scene. Really interesting fights, and he's doubled down on that type of content, and he has
Yeah.
continued to train himself. And recently he traveled somewhere. I don't know what part of the world this is, but it looks like a training institute where they train
Yeah. You martial arts.
fighters. Yeah, in martial arts, right? And he went there and he put out a couple of videos where he trained and he passed his certification or whatever you want to call it. He put out a statement when he was done. I just want to read it. It says, I want to say a very big thank you to all the people who dropped positive comments on my videos this recent week. You commended me as one who shares same dream as me at night. A round of applause for those that called what I did profound fooling. I'm not hurt, but I pray for you to be around a little more to understand the vision. I always wanted to be like Jackie Chan, train like the monks, and live like them. No money then to fund it. God has blessed me to an extent, and I'm glad to let you all know that I just fulfilled my childhood fantasy. It gladdens my heart at the temple. I made friends with the kids and monks. I have to part ways now to pursue my career. Lessons learned, skills achieved, dreams fulfilled. Action movie 2026. My first debut cinema movie is going to screen worldwide in 2026. And I beg and pray that you all watch it and support and make it a reality and no longer a dream. Love you all, believers. For me, amazing, right? Amazing. Just like learning, being interested in knowledge of karate, actually it's karate, and learning it, and going to a point where you are visiting temples and you are training. You guys should watch his videos. His Twitter handle is World General, where General with two L's. The General. Just check him out on Twitter. You have like all these videos there. So shout out to him. All right, let us talk about KWAM, the Ultimates. Ayo, please, can you give us some background context to us to what is going on here?
From what I know, because there are different videos from different angles. I've never seen one incident in the history of Nigeria having so many video angles. But apparently, the Oluwaye of Fuji, Mayegun of Yoruba land, wanted to board a flight, and he was holding a flask that contained alcohol. Now, this is against NCA regulations. You can't carry alcohol of that volume and quantity on board. So the NCA officials tried to stop him, and that caused a melee on the runway. And apparently, in the scuffle, he poured the contents of what was in his flask, which is alcohol, on the NCA officials. Now, above them was a jet, from Value Jets, I believe. No, it's Value Jet, obviously. And Mr. Abawa was going on. The pilots, shout out to the female pilot supporting women, decided to move the jet. Now, unbeknownst to her or known to her, our VIP was very, very close to where the jet was. And when she was making a turn, sorry, I don't know the official language, he was nearly beheaded. But thank God for quick reflexes, and from the king of Fuji, and luckily he wasn't beheaded and he wasn't harmed. Now, the story came out earlier in the week that the pilot of the value jet pilots were about to be suspended by the authorities. Then later on, ValueJet released their own story. Then NCAA released their own story. Fan released their own story. And lo and behold, we found out that the VIP was none other than KWAM or K1 The Ultimate, as people know him these days. And we saw the videos and people were shocked, really, really shocked. And there was a huge outcry for justice to be served or something had to be done to K1. And I think people always reacted this way because K1 most of the times is not in the news for good reasons. You know, earlier this year he was seen performing on stage with what looked like a pistol. I'm not saying he had a pistol.
What?
But yes, people who know K1, people who live with K1 know that he walks around allegedly with a pistol.
What? On stage?
Yes. It's not anything new, my guy. And also his alliance with number one himself, 001. We all remember the phone call he had on his birthday where he was talking to the president and it was recorded. So people asked for K1 to be, punished. And the NCAA came out to say that he has been barred from flying for 6 months initially, but now it has been it's indefinitely until investigations are concluded. Later on, K1 came out to give a very highly edited apology, saying he was wrong for his behavior, and also stated he stood on business that what he had in his flask was not alcohol, But that is the summary of the whole gist at the end of the day concerning the king of Fuji. He also performed during the weekend, and he was thanking Nigerians for their support during these hard times.
That was a funny thing to add, I swear. Steve.
Did you talk about the video that also came out of him allegedly threatening the owner of ValueJet?
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, okay. I think that was on the day of the incident though.
Okay.
Before the apology, yeah. Yeah, man, that's it.
What are your takes? First of all, I think first thing when the news came, I saw the video. First thing I thought was, why is this jet moving when people are still very close to it? It's not like a jet has side mirror that you can see what's happening at the side of the jet, right?
Oh,
you
yes,
literally
definitely.
can't see anything. So, when people start blaming the pilot saying, oh, she almost hits people on the tarmac,
ground.
etc. To me, I'm just thinking she
got
probably was
clearance.
giving. Yeah, exactly. She got clearance to move.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yeah.
It's not a bus park where you can just move the
Bro,
plane
you have
as
side
you
mirror.
wish.
Do you understand? And you can just say, okay, Kwamon is dead.
Yeah.
Don't let me move. If not, I will behead
Yeah.
him. She got clearance to move
Yeah.
from either the watchtower or wherever, she
Yeah.
gets the clearance from. But they told her, please proceed. And then she moved.
She moved.
So I would believe she's
It's-
only getting suspended if she didn't get clearance to move. Which I
Exactly.
think
It's interesting how it was just fast. It was quick for them to suspend her. So just quick to just say, why were you moving the plane when there were people still under? The knowledge I have of that whole scenario is that she can't be able to, she won't be able to even have a view of what's happening down, at that part of the floor, So
yeah,
we're just waiting for the end of the investigation. But I saw that video, I'm like, oh, this is the character, this is the disposition of someone who knows he's going to get away with whatever he's doing. That's just what I saw. Someone who was just pissed at the idea of getting through a process, being put through a process. And that was just the idea that I got from watching that video. And definitely I still believe that he's going to get away with it. I know he has been indefinitely suspended, blah blah blah. I still feel that he's going to get away with it because in a normal scenario, doing this act alone involves you being prosecuted, right? It has to be like case issue of court issues, court orders, court appearances. There should be proper prosecution, but we all know it's not going to happen, and he's definitely going to get away with it. Even with this suspension from flying, like this no no fly zone thing, I still believe that he's going to fly. How he's going to do, I don't know, but I still believe he's going to fly. It's just Nigeria.
Someone says something. If the APC has a convention in Abuja and they need KWAM to perform, what do you think is going to happen?
He's going to fly to perform.
He's flying now. The ban on him is going to get lifted now. Are you joking, fam?
I want to believe, in the Nigerian system, where everything that happens in the Nigerian system makes me understand and believe that things don't happen properly in a structured manner in the Nigerian system. So your ban, I'm sorry, I don't believe it.
It's not believable. It's not believable at all.
It's not believable. It's not believable. But there's no beyond the ban, right? There's no criminal prosecution here.
That's what I'm saying. There's no prosecution whatsoever.
There be criminal
Nothing.
prosecution or just a civil matter? I don't know. I don't
This
know.
Maybe not criminal, but you are breaking laws. You should be.
Bro.
He broke how many laws there?
Granting the flights.
It's a terroristic
in the airports.
It's a terroristic
it's a terrorism act. Yeah. Come on, man.
It's an act of terrorism now.
Yes, no.
Do you understand?
So
you put out a video statement apologizing to the president.
To the president.
Oh yes, because
see, we all know what we are doing. We all know what we are doing. We all know. Maybe we just talk. We all know what we are doing.
We all know
Anyways,
what we are doing.
You put that out, and there's no charge. The Nigerian police hasn't said anything. 72 hours or more now? Nothing. So you're not going to be arrested, called to nothing because you're a billionaire Fuji star.
Millionaire Fuji star.
What?
There is no
a billionaire in naira.
Oh, no, counting in dollars. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There is no policeman in the southwest, at least in Nigeria, that's going to go and pull up in Ijebu, go and meet K1 and arrest him. There's none. There is none.
Except you're ready to lose your job.
Fired on the spot. You get transferred to Zamfara.
Wow.
Zamfara. And you think maybe that's a punishment because there's a lot of crime to stop there, there's a lot of work there. No, it's just because there's no money to be made there.
Do you understand? That's why it's a punishment too.
That's why
not because you are going to work more. It's because there's no avenue to take money.
How many checkpoints you don't see for Zamfara?
Oh my god.
All right, man. I don't know, man. The NCCA has also petitioned the Attorney General of the Federation. Okay, I see that. So I see the AGF and the Inspector General of Police to prosecute the singer over his behavior at the airport. Okay, so let's see, because they have formally reached out. They have footage. I'm sure they have footage from cameras that are stationed at the runway. Because that was the runway area now, the tarmac area leading to the runway. Yeah.
How
so
did they get there, man?
No, you know how they do it because the jet, they probably go through.
Oh yeah, the private.
Then they go on the tarmac, right? Maybe the shuttle takes them to the. You know how you have those planes where you don't
It wasn't a.
It's not a plane. It's a jet. Yeah.
It's like a private charter jet.
Yeah, it's a jet. It's value jet. You know the owner of the value jet. You know the owner of value jets, right?
Of course, I know now.
I've seen it before.
Okay. For those who don't know, he's also the owner of a very popular betting platform, Bet Niger. Yeah. He's also the owner of Remo Stars Football Club. So that's another very big man. They will sort themselves out.
Yeah, they will sort themselves out.
They will sort themselves out. Yeah, but man, it's wild anyways. It's wild.
It is.
Into this whole
celebrities all over the world get bounced from even from private flights every time anyway, like for smoking, for drinking, for abnormal behavior, whatever. Like it's a norm. They kick you out to go out. Like it's the airport. You can't fight anybody. Like it's in international airports, it's even known to you just follow orders, because any other thing is terrorism charge that you're going to get, and you can't get away with it. So let's there's this meme that I love now. Let's just sit back and observe.
Yeah. Nicki Minaj was in Amsterdam. She thought she could take weed to UK.
Exactly. Do you understand? They bounced her ass.
When
She
the
went to
Dutch
shoot and
police,
started crying.
uh,
Yeah.
Dutch police say, open that door. Getting arrested now. Anyways, I wanted to mention something. And it's the quality of the conversations we have on social. And I think this is a clear case of not a clear case, right? Because this is just a clip. But this clip was curated by this person. So my point still lands. My point being the quality of conversations established people have, especially when they're trying to guide younger people. I think we need to upgrade it in Nigeria. What do I mean by that? You guys know who Ibukun Awoshika is, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, boss. Yes.
For those who don't know who Ibukun Awoshika is, let me just read a bit of her profile, right? She is the female chairperson of First Bank Nigeria. Should we even just leave it like that? Like, this is an established businesswoman and author, right? She is the female chairperson of First Bank of Nigeria, right? Established person, does a lot of motivational talk, etc. Just like every other, established person is, right? Then I saw this on her TikTok. She has a TikTok page, of course, where they put out content and everything. I want you guys to listen to it. I'll play it probably till half. And then I think when we go even by like the first 20 seconds, you guys already know why this content is annoying to me. But let's listen.
Your spouse is a key success factor in your life. If you marry the wrong girl or you marry the wrong guy, everything else that is your vision and your ambition can be put at risk, because their understanding of who you are, what your vision is, what your journey is, and their willing support of it can elevate your journey or disrupt or destroy it. I'm a firm believer in not getting committed into marriage until you have a sense of yourself. How do you know the right person for who you are and for the journey that you seek for your future? Everybody can seem right, but every right person might not be the right person for you. And when it comes to marriage, it's about the specific. It's not that, oh, this guy is a great guy, this girl is beautiful, she's nice, she's that.
All right, okay, thank you, Ibukun Awoshika. Amazing content, 100% right. You can't fault anything she's saying. Am I too cynical to be assuming why she's talking about these topics and then there are more interesting things or things that can drive young people?
You just have to
am I
ask
being too
yourself.
cynical? Am I being too cynical?
I think
listening to it now, I was like, okay, Osagie, you need to actually fucking chill. Like,
I think also you have to put in consideration where she's having this conversation. It's usually like in churches, in singles or marriage counseling.
This one is right in front of our camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like she's a very spiritual, like
she's a faith-based.
She's a faith-based woman. So she creates content based on that. It's fine. I've seen her give like talks on entrepreneurship, on businesses, on banking. She's a very intelligent woman. I've seen like different clips from her.
So you don't think she's playing to the gallery now?
See, bro, people apart from like people's career, people also have like things that they believe in, strongly believe in. She's a faith-based woman. She's talking about how she even this is
not faith-based here. There's no faith-based thing here. This is more around relationship and etc.
Yeah, she can also be a relationship counselor. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to say, right, that I see the equivalent of these type of people, right, in other societies, and they're not always talking about who you need to get married to.
They're not having this type of conversations. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I need people who are established in a certain sector to talk more about the technicalities of that sector.
Like our uncle that said banks used to send ladies to him to woo him to open accounts.
Who's that?
His upcoming memoir. It's filled with.
I have a very different. I have a very harsh take on that.
Yeah.
maybe they know your weakness, and that's why they were doing it.
Because
they're
if
not sending beautiful women
when
to
they
me.
sent the first person, beautiful person to me,
Did it
you
work?
send me a beautiful woman now. I'm looking at numbers and telling, Madam, this other bank is offering me 13.5%. You're offering me
Yes.
7% plus
You will be
Toto.
grilled.
I'm sorry. Do you
Next time
understand?
they will send what was Osagie's younger brother's name?
Damn it.
Next time they will send Dami along, not
Do you
beautiful
understand?
woman.
Who is
Someone who
going
can
to
speak
crunch?
to the numbers. Exactly.
I'm not saying this person they sent couldn't speak to the numbers, but me, I'm looking at the numbers and looking at what works for me. Do you understand? The next time you send someone different. So, Steve, you might have a point there, man. You might be onto something.
See, I'm like, if this is what is in this book, and you're not giving me like hard economic.
No, I'm going to definitely read that book, and
I'll
we're
buy
going
the
to
book.
dissect that book.
It's our
We're
first
going
book
to
club
dissect
review.
that book here.
Our first book club review.
It's our first book review. We go talk book club. Let's talk book club.
You're in a book club. Okay, we'll go talk. Okay.
We go talk book club.
We'll go talk book club. We'll go do. You know what?
Like,
let's read it. Let's read it. I'm interested.
I'm going to read
now.
that book. I'm going to read
it because if it's not giving,
bro, the snippet so far, I'm like, excuse me. He said, Obasanjo called him one day and said, "You tricked me into deregulating diesel. Now there's no diesel in the country." I'm like, can you just give me a secret to your success? I don't want all this. Please let me know the hard parts.
I just need more established people talking about technicalities. I need more nerdy conversations.
I need net.
You know,
we need net conversations.
I'm tired of these surface conversations. You know, do you have to? Don't you know you have to marry the right person? Do I need you to tell me that I need to marry the right person? Why are you infantilizing Nigerian youth so much?
If at the point of getting married, you don't know that far that's like the person you marry will make or marry you, then I don't think you are also ready to get married.
No, you're not even that. You should actually go and live with cavemen. That's how backward you are. I'm telling you, we don't need you. Natural selection. We should line up these people and take them out. I don't need those kind of people in the society. Can you give me?
I understand what you're saying. Come
on, imagine Jack Ma talking about this.
Yeah, I understand.
And maybe he has. And maybe Jack Ma has talked about it. I don't know.
Maybe.
But what I'm saying is that before I see Jack Ma talking about who you need to marry, there are 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 other video content that I've seen on more.
Yeah.
How many, when you scroll up on, when you start doom scrolling, right, on Reels or whatever, and then you see all these motivationals, why don't we see why don't we see more people in Nigeria? Is it because they don't do the content or they don't speak as much or they don't have anything to say? I'm just trying to say, and I'm not speaking specifically to Buko Awoshika because I think he's an amazing person, but we just have a lot of low quality billionaires everywhere. If it's not somebody telling us that they used to send a beautiful woman for him to come and sign contract or whatever, it's another person having 2 iPads and a screen and then playing a song where the person is talking about fraud culture. Do you understand? Like it's almost like you are signaling to a group of people.
Yeah.
That, oh, guys, I deal with you now.
I deal with you now. Yeah.
Am I losing my mind here?
That video blew my mind. Like in all honesty, like how is this even possible? How is this even thought of?
How?
An international banker? Like come on, man.
That has branches in. Let me play. You guys can watch the video, obviously, that are listening. But this is Tony Elumelu, right? Sitting in his office with 2 iPads and a large screen in front of him, acting as if he's actually busy. And this is the song playing in the background. When this video drops, right, and somebody dropped it in the group, so I think Steve was the other. He just says, "See, that's." I can't remember what you said. Well,
I was saying that you and I have had this conversation on the podcast before, and I was supporting him. That when I saw that video, I prayed for you not to see it, so that you will not come and cook me again.
I was going to say it. Elon Musk, the Pakam. Do you understand? A song that's glorifying Yahoo culture.
In his defense,
in the Nigerian context,
do you think he's the one posting it?
That's not the point. You're missing the point. And you keep
understand.
people keep doing this thing where they kind of detach, and it's a Nigerian thing. We make excuses for rich people all the time, right?
Yeah.
And people of affluence, we make excuses for them. Oh, is he
Yeah.
the one posting it? Of course he's not the one posting it. Of course he's not the one that recorded it.
But it's
his brand.
Him. Yeah.
He knows
just
what
like
is, do you understand?
Just like everyone has made excuses for KWAM, but the NYC girl who criticized the government last year, whose certificate is being withheld, nobody's talking about her. Right?
Bro.
Like people are talking about her, but you expect the same people who are telling us who are telling us about that we should forgive KWAM because to err is human. But they're not saying it. That same crew, that group of people, they're not saying it about a copper, a young girl who was frustrated about her life as a citizen of Nigeria and critiqued the government, but is being punished right now by the NYC scheme, by the youth service scheme, So it's just crazy.
So can someone tell me why this lady has not been able to receive her certificate?
I think because they've that she has to serve as they gave her an extension, right? From the last I heard. Oh yeah, so 6 months. So it's after a 6 months extension that she was.
Wait, and this is just happening, and everybody, and that's my problem with Nigeria. Do you see my problem with Nigeria? Is that when they met out these kind of punishments, unfair punishments to you, there's no pushback from even the people you were championing for or championing you at the time. Do you understand? Like it's not worth fighting for Nigeria.
Yeah,
it's not worth
that's why I keep saying it. If it's something like if you are taking up a course in Nigeria, if you're not doing it out of like your personal benefits or like from your own conviction, don't let people push you, because when you start suffering, the consequences of your actions, nobody is going to answer you. Everybody in Port Harcourt now has moved on. The governor is there begging Tinubu and Wiki every day. I'm sure it's just WhatsApping them and they put him on red. Say, please reinstate me now. I don't agree now. Reinstate me. But people in Port Harcourt have moved on.
They drop stickers for him. They reply with sticker.
Replying a governor with sticker is something Wiki can do.
Definitely. And
or a gif of him dancing. When he held the stick and he was dancing.
Yeah.
I saw Abike Dabiri's comment on KWAM's apology video. She said KWAM's apology on the airport incident. To err is human. And then she puts the prayer emojis.
Yes.
And I just want to say something, that wherever there's shamelessness, you will find this woman there.
She'll be there.
Yeah, it is so amazing how Abike Dabiri went from a very great journalist into
she unraveled
one of the biggest sycophants of the political class. It's amazing.
But guys, it's not surprising.
Yeah, because
there's a whole pipeline of it.
Yeah.
From Rumben Abati to Remi Oyo to Tolu Ogunlesi to what's the name of the guy that was with Buhari? What's his name? Femi Adesina. Do you understand? It's a whole pipeline. It's like there's one that works with Sanwo-Olu too. I remember we used to attend press conferences, and he used to be very critical of like all the FMCGs, all the companies. He used to be very feared. I can't remember the paper he was writing for, but it was a national newspaper. He's on Sanwo-Olu's team now. Sold out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the pipeline now.
It's the pipeline.
It works.
And I'm not surprised anymore when I see someone from the media back up tyranny, back up corruption, oppression,
bad behavior.
There's something
bad behavior.
There's something that Steve said, that don't let people push you, right? Made Kuti was on Tea with Tay podcast, right? And he said that a lot of Nigerians used to support Fela, like, yes, when he's abusing the government and releasing all those records, they're like, yes. But when they were burning his house in Kalakuta, nobody could stop and fight the soldiers. They all watched.
Nobody.
He not say, look, a Nigerian came out to speak about oppression and injustice. What the Nigerians do? They all keep quiet. And that's what Nigerians want to do to Peter Obi, or wanted to do to Peter Obi. Go out there.
Yeah.
When you now suffer, they now say, hey, so who beg you to go?
Yes.
At the end of the day. Yeah. Because we don't understand that. We don't understand the value of system and process in this country.
Yeah. Just imagine.
Messiah. We always like Messiah.
Just imagine in the military storming Calcutta to burn or something, and they meet like maybe 100,000 is too much. They meet like 5,000 people there. What do you think they will do?
In front of they'll go back.
They'll go back.
They're not mad now. But people watched
the cow. Let, let me not use that word, though, but
It's
the
cowardice.
country is
It's cowardice.
cowardice.
Yeah.
Let us put it as plain as it is. Like,
And
we can say whatever we want to say, it's cowardice. Because if Nigerians are as brave as our politicians, because our politicians are very bold
no, they
in
can
their
do
corruption, in their nepotism, in their mediocrity, in everything they do to hurt you. They are very bold. Do you get? Imagine telling the citizens that we're passing through a rough time. You've ended subsidy, the inflation, super hyperinflation everywhere. People are suffering, right? And you are taking out 22 billion naira to renovate the house of the vice president, the residence of the vice president, where the former vice president stayed before and he didn't
Just
die.
moved out.
They just moved out.
How crazy was
Obasanjo?
How crazy was Osimbajo? Was he hosting night parties there and
I don't understand what happened. Like,
the whole war?
They needed
Was he
22
hosting
billion.
free
Do you understand what I'm saying? If they can boldly do those things, if Nigerians can be as bold as the politicians, I don't think this. I think this country would have
We're
experienced a lot
very
of change.
docile people. I don't know
Very,
about
very
African
docile.
countries, but
Very
when it
nice.
comes to
Nigerian
docile,
politicians and leaders are like that Homelander meme where he's looking around and surprised that
Yeah.
nobody's howling him
Nobody's
for
exactly
the crazy stuff he just did. That's who
Exactly.
we are.
I believe that politicians from like the Western world always envy Nigerian politicians. Like, you guys get
Yes,
away
no.
with this.
Yes, no.
Me just raising a bill like this, say I vote for one bill, you know, like they're not interested in me, say they go call me back. But you guys
Bro,
can do
a full state voted for a governor. A full state. Then, because of something that is clearly political, the governor has been suspended. And there's not a military administrator.
There's no
Yes.
incidents of violence in that state, too. No incidents of
Nothing.
violence.
And
The
everybody's
state
moving on. And this
didn't
is
shut
Port
down.
Harcourt. This is Rivers State, where
It's a key
known
Nigerian
for,
state.
for people who are very strong-headed, people who are
Yes.
stubborn, who are very
I mean,
loud.
The Grammy Award winner is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody has moved on. Like, it's full states. So tell me.
Bro, the president just nominated somebody. Right, as this chairman and CEO of NERC. What's NERC again?
No,
It's not Nigerian Electoral.
No, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, right?
Commission,
The person he just appointed as the chairman and CEO, 2 years ago, just 2 years ago, was arrested.
Yes.
armed thuggery.
Yep. And it was found with
pistols.
Pistol. Yeah.
That's the person they just nominated.
Yes,
just
to
appointed.
oversee exactly. An important commission like that in the
And nobody
country.
said, wait, hold on. This guy? No, it's not possible. So what are we saying?
Yeah.
And we have the country that we deserve. Simple.
We do actually, of course.
There's no
we do.
Messiah that is coming. There's no
Messiah.
One man
There's no
will come.
Messiah.
No, it's not happening. Nigeria will get better when Nigerians are ready to.
Yeah, we have the country we deserve. We have the country we deserve. Definitely.
Some things happen. And we don't bat an eyelid, though. We just say, oh, this is happening, this is crazy, and then we move on. And I think it's until these things happen, we don't need any shock therapy. We don't need anything to jolt us up. Like, just some basic... You nominate Dele Alake. Look at Dele Alake's CV. Have you seen Dele Alake's CV?
I can imagine.
From 1995, okay, so from 1995 to 1999, he was the editor of Sunday Concord. From 86 to 89, right, he was the columnist for National Concord. From 85 to 86, he became the editor and the writer of National Concord and Sunday Concord. And from 1980 to 1983, he was the senior sub-editor at the Lagos State Broadcasting Corporation. How is Dele Alake in 2025 the Minister of Solid Materials?
Because he's a solid man.
Because he's a solid man. That's why.
Do you understand? How is he in 2025? Like, how is he the Minister of Solid Minerals? How? There's no prior experience. There's nothing. And nobody said, wait, with this, the Senate didn't say, oh, okay, hold on. With this appointment, Dele Alake, how is that possible? Did these
What
guys
is-
even come to did Alake come to defend his
Take a bow and go.
fuck?
But do you know the kind of Senate you're talking about here?
This is the worst Senate I've ever
Sax.
seen in my life.
Do you know the kind of House
I
of
play-
Assembly you're talking about now?
See, compared,
So I
compared
have a friend who is not really like deep into politics, right? Like he knows
Yeah.
what happens on the surface level. So when I tell him some things or
It
to
dey
like
shock
send
am.
him some footages, it like they need to shot him. The one I sent him yesterday was when Akpabio was praising Tinubu. Remember when Akpabio got on stage recently and he was just blown away, like this is happening. I'm like, yeah, this is happening in Nigeria. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
So
Saraki's Senate is way better than Akpabio's Senate.
and when we have people who see the wrong things as fundamentals, that's where we have the biggest problem. So you know this guy called Mr. Lovey, right? Akin Akiwale is one of the
Yes.
Yeah.
BMC. Is it not BMC rather? What they call themselves now? This
It's
group
now
of
Bat Media now. It's not Buhari.
Uh-huh.
It's no longer Buhari Media Center. It's
yeah,
now
it's not
Bat Media.
Bat Media, right? It was like Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commissioners went on to become ministers. His special advisors are now senators, commissioners in other states, and head of key agencies. That's not just leadership. That is legacy.
He tweeted
Now
that as a flex.
Yes. And you now no and I had to now add something even more stupid. He said, now ask yourself, where are Peter Obi's commissioners? Where are his special advisors? Why are they not part of his political journey today? Did they learn nothing from their principal, or was there simply nothing to learn? Choose your principal or leader wisely. More reason Theo Abu Agada has chosen me as his leader. Right? Someone now quotes it and says, the cult called governments, career politicians who take power and never let go. It's more about chronism than actual governance and impacts. I don't think Nigeria is going to make it with this mentality.
Yeah.
He's
Bro,
right.
he tweeted
That's
it as
why
a
you
flex.
see he tweeted it as a flex. Like, yes, this is, and he genuinely believes that. That's why
You
you
know
find
why?
Dele Alake, somebody with experience, vast experience in media operations
Yes.
and journalism.
Handling and mineral resources. Solid
He
minerals.
today being the minister of solid minerals. Like,
But you
and
know- but
nobody.
you know why
my
these things
point. My
happen?
point is that who are the group of people that should immediately like react to this once he was given this ministerial position and say this is not possible, XYZ, go to the media, do everything right, put pressure on the government to change the person from that position. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, who's responsible for that? Is it not the media? Is it not the fourth estate?
What's he even
What
doing now
estates?
as a minister?
Estates
I've
gone.
never seen like as for someone who likes to talk as and like I've not seen him.
press statements concerning illegal mining, and that
Uh,
will not be bullied or blackmailed by foreign companies who are illegally mining in our country. I
the
mean,
money
I follow him duly.
I reckon that the money that we have in that ministry is why. Because while the government, while Nigeria as a country is busy sharing oil money, where are the other revenue from other resources, like other mineral resources that we have in the country?
Bro,
Are we
there is-
sharing them also?
They recently shut down a company they recently find a company a large amount of money that was illegally mining in this country. And I saw if this company can pay that kind of this thing, what is
Are we
going on
auditing?
mining?
Are we auditing that ministry?
What are we auditing? Baba, you audit and they cut your eye.
Look who they look. Oh.
Now look,
All right.
We're not ready, guys.
No, we're not ready. See,
we're not.
That's what we are not ready. Forget.
But shout out to him too, for him mentioning that about where are the people he works with before. That's what he expects from what he's doing, like from the job that he's putting in now, for whoever he's putting in the job for, to be rewarded with something,
highly
whether he's
rewarded.
competent enough, whether he is qualified or not. Do you understand us, Alex? So that's just like that's the Nigeria context for you.
But funny enough,
You
out of everybody in the so-called Tinubu, they are now ministers or something. There's only one person that I've seen that came out from Tinubu's clan, and they later fought publicly that is worthy of like, okay, this one sabi waiting, waiting they do. The others, I just see them is food they just go and eat, and they look,
Yeah.
yeah. Look at that Israel. That Israel needs to go to the gym. Bro, I was concerned when I saw that video. Like,
No,
bro,
don't shame me, man. Don't shame me, man.
no, it's bad for his health. His age. His age.
It's 2025. Don't shame anybody on their body weight. We're all about body positivity here. If you want to look like a cow, it's up to you.
That's not a hot body can do. I'm very sorry.
Also, remember that in context, from the Nigerian factor, from the Nigerian perspective, from the Nigerian context,
he's doing well.
Yeah, that's how you know someone who's really
that's their body.
Well.
You know,
that's their body. Yeah,
that's their body type. That's their body.
That's
type.
their body type. That's the
if
body.
You're too lean for inside politics, you're not doing something right.
Yep.
So you need to rejig your.
You can't go wear English clothes. You know where Agbada.
You know where it is.
They'll kick you out of Abuja.
My younger siblings used to tell me that time that this one, anytime you come to Agbo like this, you just be like young boy. They think you are suffering in Lagos. I'm like, yes, I'm suffering, so that nobody will come and beg me money.
My brother.
But it's true, because if you see my mates there, you see the pot bellies, how they carry themselves, and they carry themselves with. For the pot belly to even be obvious, because that's how you know that
you just look at them. You just look at them. No health insurance, no nothing.
You're saying health, I say
a bunch of people who just think they're big. Man, don't let me go into my rant. Okay, let's do this fan mail. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. Are you guys ready for fan mail?
Yes, let's go.
Or should we go for a quick break?
Anyone.
Yes, break. I like music break.
You like music breaks?
Yes, please.
Okay. You can request, Steve. What do you want to listen to?
What a hot body can do.
We've played it already on the podcast now. We like to play new stuff. No, I can't. Come on. Is this a daily podcast?
So why did you not tell me to make a request?
Make a request apart from that one. We played that record last week now.
The only song within in my head. I don't will lie, you know. Well, we can play the Gunna and Whiskey record.
Is it a good record?
I like it.
It's usual.
All right, Gunna and Whiskey, here you go. It's called Forever Be Mine.
You gon' forever be mine. You gon' forever be mine. She know I'm one of a kind. She don't see none of the guys. She don't do no womanizer. Stroke her and give her massage. I push her and tell her to strive. What's found on my letter recline. She said you forever be mine. You won't chill or tee up. Bring me them guns, get them beat up. Slow it down, baby, we ain't gotta rush. Unless you want me to speed up. Hit like a clutch with some speed on it. Open it, lick it, and spit on it. You counting on me, you can bet on it. We find a go stream with the bet on it. She said she don't care if it's sweat on it. She wash it and clean and take care of it. It's cover, you know I took care of it. In public, she cover like Arabics. It's money forever inherited. She know I'm one of a kind. She don't see none of the guys. She know I don't do no womanizer. Stroke her and give her massage. I push her and tell her to strive. What's found on my letter recline. She said you forever be mine.
Said you forever be mine. Baby, now you be my type. I'ma get show me the same. Said you forever be mine. Swim in your ocean. Baby, girl, come with the motion. They make me lose my composure. My lady, one of a kind. I did with you. My lady, one of a kind. Chasing the money, and now you did. Back on my mind, no more. I did with you. My lady, one of a kind. She don't see none of you guys. She know I'm one of a kind.
Yeah. She know I'm one of a kind. Yeah. She don't see none of the guys. Yeah. She know I don't do no womanizer. Stroke her and give her massage. I push her and tell her to strive. Rose found on my letter recline. She said you forever be mine. You give me a rush. I want the thighs to vibrate. I like the vibe, we curate it. Take a little piece and we go to the moon. Shake up the room, earthquake. Stay in her eyes all day. When mama find a mermaid. I take her with pride, she like my design. Never decline, a good face. No keep when we slide, it's grade 8. When you with me, it's a good day. I've been fucking on you, if I'm telling the truth. I've been thinking about you since today. Thinking about you, if you missing me too. Well, I'm out of sand, drove pay. Yeah. She know I'm one of a kind. Yeah. She don't see none of the guys. Yeah. She know I don't do no womanizer. Stroke her and give her massage. I push her and tell her to strive. Rose found on my letter recline. She said you forever be mine.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.
Yes, yo, that was Gunna and Wiz Kid. And oh yeah, the first record we played on the podcast today was from a beautiful young lady called Leah, who goes by the name Leah. The name of that song is Alari. You can check out her EP, her debut EP, Alari. It's also called Alari as well. It was released in 2021. Amazing body of work,
Yeah.
about 5 or 6 songs, all beautiful. I think she has one of the most powerful voices in Nigeria. She was once signed to DMW, Davido's record label. And she released Alari off the label and featured Davido on one of the songs. She's amazing, man. Come on, one of my best projects that year. Yeah, let us get into it now. Fan mail. Who's excited? Round of applause for everybody that has been sending us fan mails, by the way. And I know they are long overdue. They need to be read. So we have today for you guys, exclusively for you guys. Well, not exclusively. We did a whole hour plus talking about Nigeria. But here we are. This is from Anonymous. Update from a loose talk giant. Hey guys, firstly, I really want to thank you guys for your selfless commitment to the pod. The pod, to many of us, is a weekly ritual now. Before now, I just wondered why some pods would be 3 or 4 hours long and who would listen for that long. But now I know why. I'm always super excited when I see the notification and see 3 hours plus length of pod from you guys. Keep up the good work. I'm writing for the second time, and my first email I wrote, I was the one who wrote about having some issues with my girlfriend. Remember, my girlfriend being a churchy girl, she wanted to remain a virgin until marriage, which I was finding difficult to cope with. Also, the fact that I was not the morning devotion and churchy kind of guy. I also remembered telling you how she wanted to also go back to nursing school, and I was contemplating on breaking off the relationship because of the differences. In addition, I could not freely listen to my loud hip hop music. I remember Osag's advice to stick around and work things out. Osag cited an example of his wife being a Jesus baby too. Also, Ayo said, I don't want to also get married to someone who is out in the streets. And some great advice I got from the three of you. I took the advice and I sat my girl down. We discussed. Steve, don't put 2 fingers in the air because he only mentioned Ayo and myself. So please, we took the forefront in advancing this gentleman. Thank you. He says he also took the advice. He sat his girl down and they discussed their differences. And most of the issues stem from our different family backgrounds. We were able to compromise in some places. We've worked out our differences and it worked, guys. Like Osag said, na me the lead morning devotion now, Seth. And I play my music anytime I want to now. She's an amazing person, and that deep discussion and compromise from the both of us has made us grow much stronger together. Round of applause for you guys, first of all. I love when love wins. Love wins, guys. Love wins. It says in other news, we recently got married. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. The guy was trying to. Maybe he's a writer. He's a script writer. Anyways, he said, in addition, God made a way through, and I have also just relocated to Canada.
Look at that. Look at that. Double blessing.
Everything na double. Na double. I have relocated to Canada to join the lead researcher, Steve Day. We finally mentioned you, Steve. I made the right decision from your advice, and I'm very grateful for that. The pod has become a very important part of my life, and I thought I should update you. I will write back in a few months' time to update you on life in Canada. I have attached my wedding pictures for your view only. I'll send you the wedding pictures, guys, to the group so you guys can see
Shout
this
out to you, bro.
lovely gentleman.
Congrats.
As a matter of fact, let me look for those wedding pictures now. I can find it now and just
You
share
see
it
how
with the.
compromise works at the end of the day? Come on, man. You get to marry to somebody who likes God, not a devil. You not made it sound as if she would
My
drag
guy
you
said
to.
the devil.
She was going to drag you to one
You're so
white garment
dramatic.
church.
Guys said the devil.
God
Yes,
damn
man.
it.
Dramatic.
Now God, she see the carry go. Nobody say she the carry go nightclub.
Because of hip hop, when this guy won't listen to you, the guy almost fumbled his wife because of hip hop.
Almost fumbled and I'm looking at pictures now. She's a baddie.
I'm telling
almost
you,
fumbled
almost
a
because of
baddie.
hip hop.
That's the best one. Gospel baddie. Now that one is good pass. Eh.
Osagie gave up hip hop one time for his career and his personality and for his life.
Did he die? No.
He did not die.
I didn't die.
How much did you give up hip hop, Osagie?
Who, me?
Yes, let's just put like 100. Let's just use the scale of 100%. How much did you give up hip hop?
I wanna have this guy's pictures. I just sent his pictures to you. Check the Zoom chat. You guys can download it from there. His picture is there. I just want you guys to look at his pictures. Great guy. Look at him. Look at him and his wife. Young. I love to see young couples, man. I love it. Anyways, how much did I give up hip hop? Funny enough, from the music aspect, I didn't give up hip hop. I continued to listen to hip hop.
I know.
However, the first thing I did was I stopped wearing baggy jeans for 10 years straight.
Yeah.
I just started wearing, not baggy jeans. I stopped wearing jeans. In its entirety. Yeah. For 10 years straight. I started wearing jeans again in 2022.
Yep.
Look at that.
So from like 2011, I didn't wear a pair of jeans because that's the first thing, right? You're a rapper, you wear jeans, you know. I mean, now they wear like athleisure wear.
They tie rapper too.
Or they wear this very weird, and they do it a lot. What's that thing? What's his name? That Central C tried to lay claim that he made popular.
Tracks.
Yeah, like tracks, but there's a word for it.
Tracksuits.
But it's not tracksuit. They call it.
Oh, okay.
Central C says clothing. I'll pull it up now. Like Nike Tech.
Yeah, Nike Tech.
He said he was like, like the fleece tracksuits, and they call it like Nike Tech fleece tracksuits. That he was the one that made it very popular. So that's how they dress now, right? And this is hip hop now. But like back then, you're wearing like jeans and baggy jeans or whatever. That's hip hop.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to take that mentality out because I started to see it affect some of the people I know who were further ingrained into hip hop and couldn't step out of it. And it holds you in a chokehold, and you're not sure. If you're not careful, you're in that chokehold and you're in that world.
Yeah, very
hip-hop
strong.
Can be like a drug, guys. So
very, very strong.
It was one of the things I had to let go. Anyways, I still listen to my hip-hop till today, so
Ayo's one was he started listening to the Atlanta rappers. That's how he gave up hip-hop.
Yeah.
Don't be lying, Ayo. Don't be lying now.
The entire round.
But when I just saw the talk and everybody was like, bro, I'm done. Thank you. I don't understand what these kids are saying.
There was one time Ayo hated Boom Bap. I'm like, I'll be in the office. I'll sit together. I was like, listen to this album now. You go say, no. Now you talk. I listen.
No, Migos and Future.
Ayo is so funny.
Migos and Future. Yeah. No, let me do Boom Bap again. I'm sorry. I'm done.
This is Boom Bap. Okay, so congratulations to you, Anon. Wish you all the best, and your life in Canada. I wish you all the best as well.
That's such an interesting story, man. So happy for you, bro.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's it. And a big man to relocate now. No be small thing. So a big man.
A big man. No.
A big man. A big man.
Easy.
But shout out to you. Okay, this is from another anonymous. This person says, enough trash talk on religion.
Let's go. I'm waiting for that smoke. Waiting for the smoke.
AOT2.
Okay.
Steve Dede and the team.
He measured me again. I mean, they defend religion for this podcast.
I trust you are all keeping it. Now, greet now.
Okay.
Now, greeting just greeting. I trust you are keeping well. I will try to keep this email as short as I possibly can. I just tried to tell you that it wasn't too short. I've been an ardent listener of the podcast. since I stumbled upon it in early 2024. And trust me, it's one of the best decisions I have made in recent times. This podcast keeps me informed and had been a companion ever since. This is me giving you your flowers because it is well deserved. Now to my points. As much as I agree with some of the opinions raised on this podcast, I also disagree on some of the opinions too. Makes us rational thinkers, I believe. For example, the last episode, well, not last, but one of the episodes when Osagie was trash talking on religion, I almost crashed out. Believe me, there are some of us that believe in Christ and still think rationally too. So when you do this thing, it pricks us. I would like to categorically state that the level of development in any country has nothing to do with religion, as the bulk of it stops on the desk of leadership, which we have not been blessed with as a country, and the remaining on the people. We are not generally good people. We are so selfish and greedy. Let's keep it a buck, in brackets, in Osag's voice. Okay, I want to pick apart some of the things he's saying immediately so that I don't lose, we don't lose the context. And this is something to just note. I'm not even picking anything apart. This is something to just note. He says he wants to state the level of development in country has nothing to do with religion, as the buck stops at the desk of leadership. He now says, which we have not been blessed with as a country. You see, that's my problem. That's my problem right there. Do you understand? Which we have not been blessed with.
Blessed.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It means that we don't just have. It's just
you have not been blessed. What? This is what I'm talking about. What do you mean? What does it mean to say the country has not been blessed with good leaders?
We've been cursed with bad people.
Even that is worse. Do you understand? This is my problem. Anyways, let's keep going. I can make a list of countries that practice religion and their world powers today. America has the largest number of Christians in the world, predominantly a Christian state. Russia is religious, Saudi Arabia is religious, Qatar is also religious, South Korea has the biggest church in the world, and so on. All of these countries mentioned and many more are doing so well even with their religion. I know our religious leaders tend to prey, P-R-E-Y now, on the people's gullibility, which I'm also against, but it doesn't mean the level of decadence we have in Nigeria is all on religion. So it's high time we start facing the real issues, which is leadership and the people, and let religion breathe. See, even if our popular daddy believes, it's not our, please, there's no popular daddy. I have only one father and he's passed away. Any other person is not my daddy. So,
please. Don't turn this into mobile DNA case. Now, only one papa will get. I beg.
Hey, don't do that. So it says, see, even if our popular daddy believes it is because of the prayer that the Naira hasn't fallen beyond what it is today, that's his belief. And I'm so sure a number of us don't believe this trash of a talk. We just let it slide and educate the ones that want to listen with what the issue truly is. You see, that's where you've lost me.
No, that's the problem there. That let it slide is my own issue.
That's where you've lost me. You say because if somebody believes that their prayer stopped market forces and economic
fundamental economic laws
principles from happening, that's where you lose me. And that's what makes me believe that you are still, that a part of you is still logged in a place that has been brainwashed to the point where you cannot question certain things. That's just my own. How do you pray against the dollar dropping? Anybody that believes that, I can't have you're trying to tell me that you suspended reality to the point where you think economic principles and market forces don't come into play, and that somehow by some spiritual involvement, it somehow in a way stopped the value of a currency from depreciating.
No, spirituality doesn't work like that, bro. Come on.
Do you understand? I'm trying to figure it out.
Why are we letting it slide? So we can't call out and say, man of God, you shout out to your anointing. But that one, bro, try.
So he says, so my point is, a country that wants to flourish would flourish with the right leadership and good people, no matter what any religious leader says. I agree with you there. And on this, several episodes on this ago on this podcast, we've also talked about how we got to this point where there's so much religious involvement in the country, right? Whether it's from a Christian point or an Islamic point. We talked about this. It was bad governance by the military that led to these points, coming all the way from the 70s. If you read, again, if you read Max Solon's book, the 1993 to 2003 version, what's it called?
Yeah.
Soldiers of Fortune, right?
Yeah,
The
Abacha
Abacha and
years.
Obasanjo years. If you read that book, there's a whole chapter dedicated to how Nigeria has this amount of religious influence or influence from religion in the country, whether from the east, the south, or from the north, whether being Christian or being whether being Christianity or Islam. There's a whole chapter dedicated to it. I read a few paragraphs for you guys, but please go and look for the book and read it and understand how miracle churches came to believe, to be. How all these, what they call them now, end time churches. Do you understand? All these things all propagated from
Pentecostal churches. Yeah.
Thank you. All these things just propagated from one single thing: instability in the country, and people losing their belief and faith in systems because all those systems broke down and failed to protect them, and then they had to latch on something else.
They needed a haven to run to, and that's where we now saw Pentecostalism rise and say, oh, no matter what the situation in the country, once you give to the Lord will give you back, and you flourish more than your neighbors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you understand? That's how we got here. So that's my whole point, because I live in a country where people attend church now, but the church and state is so, like, people do not go to church to pray that their business does well. That's not the first thing they do. Of course, they pray for that, but the first thing they do is understand how to run businesses and ensure that the country provides like a working
Basic
environment for them to actually run a business. 24/7 power supply, water, tax breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? How can our government be sincere with us as people? I paid my taxes a few months ago, right? They wrote me back and said, oh, they recalculated it and they owe me money.
You see how?
So they told me, hey, put your account number in here, we'll pay the money. I haven't put my account number. They sent me a letter last week. Hey, we noticed you haven't put your account number. Please put your account number. We want to pay you the money.
Nigeria man, put your account number back. Nothing. Collect credit. Now your credit.
Your account number, I'm gonna collect money now.
They will use your favorite payment gateway to zap the money out. Oh, no pun intended, by the way. I use Zap in a very it was no pun intended. But you understand. So he says, Osags, you believe in science, and that's fair enough. It's not like I can
might be talking about
in
two companies with Zap. So
wow. Wow.
Oh my
I don't
god.
even know now.
Oh my god. Anyways, he says, Osags, you believe in science, and that's fair enough. I don't have any issue with that because you have your proof, and that's fine. It's not my proof. Why are you making it feel like
it is the proof.
It is not my proof. And he said, and that's fine. But those of us, and he puts in bracket, me in particular, that has seen Christianity work for us in real life, that even science can't explain, should be allowed to practice in peace and not be judged. You also mentioned something about the Bible. Some of the stories in the Bible are not meant to be believed by all. That's why they are called miracles. Miracles are meant to be unbelievable. Christianity is based solely on faith and not ordinary reasoning, but this doesn't take away our rational thinking capsule. Bro, you have to be on one side. You can't be irrational and rational at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Because what happens is that you then end up working in the tax office, right? And then you apply irrationality to rational circumstances, and then I don't get my tax return back.
Is your widow? You should just pay this one.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't apply both. If you want to apply your irrationality, I'm okay with you applying it. Just apply it to a certain place. But when you step out of that place and you move into the rational world, because systems were built on rationality
and logic.
Do you understand? Someone would come and give a Bible testimony and say, "Oh man, I read for that exam. I read and I prayed to God." You read. That's why you read. You passed the exam.
Mm-hmm.
If you did not read, you won't pass the exam. It's not like I'm hungry. I put some pancakes on the thing, then I topped it up with some syrup, and that was the prayer that made the whole food fill me up. No, it was the pancakes that filled you up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand my point? But we're too scared to talk about it to the point where it's almost like we're betraying something. And this is what brainwashing is. Go and learn about it.
Is the way that we want to mix our political situation in Nigeria with religion. Leave religion where it is. Your religion is supposed to be your personal relationship with your God.
That's
right?
why the solution through the religious way will never work. Because
It will
they
not
will
work.
tell you, pray for your leaders. Do
I'm
you
not
know
praying
what
for
Akpabio and Co are doing now? You're saying you should pray for them.
That is the worst prayer point. Why am I praying for my leaders? Why? Don't
Pray
they know
for
what
the
they should
country.
do?
Pray for the country that the country will be better. That's not
No,
how
you know the worst one.
You
know
you
the
can't
worst one?
apply that into a rational system. What should be happening is that there should be, you know how you have like the pastor says, pray for your leaders and everything. That's fine. But you should also have another parallel existing structure where the community leader is saying, okay, we need to recall our senator.
You know
Do
the
you
funny thing
understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Do you guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the pastor will
you need action
see
behind it.
exactly. Like the pastors will be everywhere. We'll always tell you to pray for the world and pray for the leaders. That's okay. But where do we have a parallel structure saying, all
This
right,
is change.
yes, okay, you know what we even want right now? We want electronic voting in all our the upper and lower
units.
house. Yes.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not even that.
Yeah.
Even the upper and lower house. We want to know
Yeah.
what our lawmakers are voting for and voting
Yeah.
against.
We know their
Let's
voting record. We need to see
let's
their
even
voting
start
record.
there. And guess what? Can the people in these religious centers push for that?
They know born them well.
What are we talking about, guys?
Guys, I
Anyways.
want to just point to one example. Imagine if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X prayed to God or Allah that racism should leave America and civil rights should come to black people, and they did not go out to march. That is what we are doing in Nigeria, basically.
Yeah, Lamborghini is not in the US with his wife taking pictures and doing videos. He's still here in Nigeria performing to people in the prisons.
Bro, so that's the thing. If we could see, look at we've seen in history, men of God, men of faith, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, the likes of them coming out to say, okay, this is the change. We are not going to just in the church or mosque or anything. But when it comes to us here in Nigeria, we just want to pray, do 12 prayer points for the country. And funny enough, when it's not time for your convention, the same politicians that are ruining your lives will now sit in front. And your father in the Lord will now be giving them special anointing prayer. Didn't they lay hands on Goodluck Jonathan at the different camp? You didn't lay hands. This wasn't that a monumental failure. You now want him to sit down in that church. No, come on now. I beg. Let's know what we are doing. Pray to God that your life will be okay. But when it comes to Nigeria matter, I beg. Everybody put on your thinking caps. I beg. Let's not mix the two.
Okay. Let's get back to it, guys. Now let's all right, let me finish up his mail. It says, are our religious leaders perfect? No. You are free to call out any religious leader. I'm not against it. But are they the cause of underdevelopment in our country? No. Let's just give religion a rest and let's focus on the real issue, the people. If we get leadership right, then development will follow, just like what Steve Dede and OAOT2 opined. A country's development and religion are two different issues, so we can't just lump everything together. It is worth noting that Christianity has contributed to civilization and it supports and preaches education for all. Finally, I'm not against any religion. Everybody is free to believe whatsoever. Even if you are a free thinker, atheist, moralist, I don't have an issue. Just be good. I know I've written an epistle. Let me stop here and I'll wait for you guys to react on this. Thank you so much for writing. And I see your point. And my brother, my sister, just go ahead and live your life. And that's fine. But
cool.
will I judge you? And will I judge you? Yes. I mean, I'm not going to say it, but I'm just going to say it. You understand? I just judge you a bit. And that's okay. You don't need to care about that. My opinions matter. No. Who am I in the grand scheme of things in your own life? I'm a nobody.
We're going to enjoy Nigeria like this. Don't worry.
Yeah, like tell me the
All
fuck
you have
off.
to do is judge him too. Judge him back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Judge
judge
people.
back. You know,
Oh my god. Okay, this is another anon. Osag, this is 3 anons. Wow. Osags, this one is for you. Oh my god.
Let's go.
Let's go smoke.
Your argument about religion being the downfall of society is no pure. Did I say that? Did I say religion is the downfall of society? I just
Please, can you send us a soundbite he said
guys, this is what I don't like. You people are putting words in my mouth now. I didn't say that religion is the downfall of society. I can't even say that. That doesn't make sense because religion has existed forever. And how has there been a downfall of society? So I didn't say that. It says the same way Christianity co-signed slavery is the same way science once co-signed the entirety of the black race as being inferior to its Caucasian counterparts. In fact, it was the scientist known as the godfather of taxonomy that elucidated in his studies that black people were genetically dumber, lazier, had smaller brains, and their women had an ability to profusely lactate, which made them better for childbearing. It wasn't true. It has been later disproven. But why? Because the agenda the theory was created for doesn't exist anymore.
That's
what do
Charles
you guys
Darwin,
think?
right?
No, that's not Charles Darwin. Come on, man. Don't put that on Charles Darwin.
That's not Charles Darwin.
I even saw like a clip where they said Charles Darwin was also racist, but anyway, no matter what, move on.
Okay, so slave owners needed something and science gave it to them. They held on to this and procreated by raping black women instead of their white wives, giving their pure white kids to the black women to breastfeed. They also justified using black people for menial work because they were dumb anyway. See, any clear person can use science or religion to manipulate the people. Believing God doesn't exist does not mean you have no faith. It means your faith is in the faith that can prove there is no God. I don't know what that means, but I'll keep reading. The way the colonizers came with religion, it wasn't just any religion. It was one that intentionally depicted the Messiah as one of them, blonde-haired, blue-eyed. But we know that if Jesus was born in Bethlehem, which is in the region of modern-day Palestine, a desert land in the Middle East, he must have looked Arab at least, with a darker skin tone than the Caucasian and possibly thick black hair. Again, the agenda was to subconsciously manipulate those that were being colonized, that they, the colonizer, were of supreme nature, that if Jesus was one of them, they had to be telling the truth. Let's not even get into the introduction of the secularist idea into society when they realized religion didn't serve the fast-pacedness of the capitalist agenda anymore. Secularism brought many things, but it uniquely made the idea that having an abundance of choice was okay. And the ultimate truth is that you innately perceive it to be, so religion is okay, but only if you choose it. And with an abundance of choice comes an exponential need for variety, which is what capitalism thrives on. This is where the need for accelerated innovation is birthed from. You mentioned that countries that were inherently religious weren't as developed as their irreligious counterparts. This might be true, but there are extremely obvious examples, like the Gulf countries, that remain a bedrock for Islamic and Oriental scholarship, but are some of the most technologically advanced nations in the world. Or China, where 50% of the population is either Buddhist, traditional folk Chinese religion, or Christian, with the other 50% being atheist. Although the Chinese Communist Party will try to push atheism on its people and will tell and will tell the world that China is virtually atheist, every other study done on the religion of Chinese people aligns with externally begs to differ. And atheism for the Communist Party has worked on paper. China can align with any other country on the basis of everything outside of religion. But if you interact with Chinese people, the sanctity of religion is still very much a thing. And which country wants to compete with China in technological advancement or innovation? I say all this to say, agenda must agenda. It is a a multiplicity of factors that has caused the downfall of Nigeria. Not like there was a time where we were going upwards in any metrics anyways. I do agree that the manipulated teaching of the religion plays a part in it, but it is also the inability of people to think critically and realize the difference between religion they are taught to practice and the religion that is actually outlined in the Bible or Quran. Humanity might just simply be the problem, actually. I love this submission. And I agree with Anon here. What do you guys think?
I think I like that he mentioned how science or have been used to influence, where it was used to influence racist thoughts or ideologies
and agendas.
And agendas. But what is very, very unique about science is that it was also science that came to debunk it. So over time, like for example, the godfather of taxonomy that he talked about, which is something that we did in botany at the time, why his writings about like racial, the classification of human beings based on race was like really, really influential in terms of how like scientific in the scientific world. It was other like scientists that came also to debunk those writings and findings with their own elaborate theories and outtakes. Do you understand? So
Yes.
in that sense, you could see that science also corrects itself in terms of like there's a lot of evolution in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, whereas for like religion, we kind of like just be stuck with what we've been told all through the times, right? That's where the faith-based thing comes into play because it's faith-based, so we don't really have to question it. We just have to believe it. But science, even when you have to believe it, they kind of show you how they come into those. They prove it, right? And over time, it has evolved. Science has also evolved a lot. Do you get? So that's just like the difference that I thought of while you were reading this guy's email.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tidede. I always appreciate your very candid, and that's why you're the lead researcher. You know, intakes. Okay, so can we move on, please?
Yeah, I agree with Steve 100%. Whatever what he said. You know, science will always fact check. Religion is very, very, very slow to evolve. Very, very slow to evolve. And I think the version of Christianity we have right now is, I don't think it might evolve for the next 100 years. I totally agree with Reed that he really balanced it all. But what I'm most happy on this, right? The fact that this country cannot progress is because we believe what our religious leaders always tell us, and which fits into the docileness of Nigerians. Pray the Lord will turn the hearts of our leaders. Why is the Lord turning the hearts of your leaders? If your leader's heart is bad, vote the fucker out and go to General Hospital and go and take care of his heart. Why is his heart my own problem or my own bill at the end of the day? That's what I don't like. And in terms of our advancement of a country, you can't leave it to religion. I'm very sorry. Yes, America is a very, very religious country, but they spend a lot of money on science research. Well, until Trump came in, you know, because they understand science and technology. They can't build that industries, the banking industries and every other thing on just because, Billy Graham had a vision and told the president that this is what will happen. No.
Yeah.
Can't work.
Shout out to Billy Graham.
Shout out to him. Rest in peace.
Trump is giving you money for research now, but you just have to stop DEI. You just have to
yes.
stop
You have to take away
anti-Israel
the woke thing.
protest.
Yeah, all that
all
stuff.
those woke thing has to stop. He will give you the
Yes.
money. He will give you research. He'll give you
I've
money.
not seen a
Okay, so-
religiously based country that has
We're
moved.
not sorry. We're not saying anti-Israel or pro-Palestine is woke stuff. Steve just talked
So
about
that's
the
what's
other woke
like
things.
what Israel is saying. Like what
Oh, Trump is saying that's woke stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's woke stuff. Like all those. Yes, he's basically finding UCLA and the likes of Harvard for enabling anti-Israel protest on
that campus.
pro-Palestine. Okay, no, let me not say anti-Israel. Pro-Palestine protest on campus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Anon. I think we still have a couple of religious ones, but we're going to bounce into some ways real quick before we get back there. This is from Samuel. Fab, what up, what up, what up? He used to be my neighbor, by the way, when I lived in Ojota, but he's doing very well now. He has a
for
YouTube
real?
page where he talks about UX design, so you guys can check him out. His name is Fabayo Samuel. Fabayo. Is it Fabayo?
I was to ask which
Samuel.
of the Ojota apartment, and I remember that. Oh no, the other one was not Ojota. There's a differentiation.
There's a Jerry. Jerry.
This guy is crazy.
I almost asked that question. I'm like, no, there's a difference.
This guy is crazy. Yeah, so he says, hello, Giants. I'd like to hear Osage's simulation theory. Could you explain the theory in a few minutes, Osage? I have recently discovered a modern philosopher called Nick Bostrom. He wrote about the 3 ways humanity could achieve superintelligence in 2014, one of which is AGI. Everything he wrote about AI in 2014 is happening now. The only thing he got wrong is he thought it will take longer to get there. Nick Bostrom has also gone on Joe Rogan to speak about his simulation theory.
That's why I saw him.
Yeah, but I couldn't follow his train of thoughts. It was a bit complex. So, Sage, I'd love to hear the theory from you and any books or any long form content you can recommend about the theory. I am curious. Thank you very much, Sam. This
has been activated.
This is where I thrive. This is what I love. Do you understand? Because I believe very strongly in this. And I believe everybody would have believed very strongly in this if they were just taught about this every Sunday. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, started.
You know, I'm just saying.
This is not what he asked you.
You know the name now. You know this agending. You're agending now.
Anyways, so let me break it down. Right, simulation theory, in a nutshell, is the idea that our reality might not be the base reality.
Yes.
Think about it like that. Think about it like a pyramid, right? That there's a base reality that is the real reality, which is what we think we're in, right? Mm-hmm. The idea is that this reality is not the first reality, but it is a high fidelity simulation run by another advanced civilization. So that there's what they're trying to say is that there's a base reality which our own sits on top, but our own is high fidelity, right? Think about how you started watching TV, and the first set of TV you were watching was like in 2D, right? Mm-hmm. That's how we all started watching it. 2D wasn't even high definition. I think high definition came in the late 90s with VCD. And then from high definition, you had...
Is the 2D the one that when the current is low, the images starts dancing?
Start going like the waves on the beach.
I've ever watched... That's how I watched one match like that. Was it Euro 96? I can't remember. I remember watching a Denmark match.
All the players will be wobbling. Oh man, we've suffered. That's what you call low current. Low current. Low current technically is even wrong because the current can be high or low.
It's the voltage. It's the voltage.
Our teacher taught us that entire boy.
Now they teach us that, but now that current, that low and high current don't just... It don't because enter our brain.
Low high voltage, no sweet for mouth.
No sweet
for mouth. Now current you go to na low current too. Anyways, so that's the idea that we are in a high fidelity simulation. Like it's so high that we can feel pain. Think about when you are playing your game, right? Think about a low fidelity simulation is when you are playing Mortal Kombat. right? And the two guys are fighting, and then they hit each other, and then your game pad vibrates. That's low fidelity. A low fidelity simulation is you are playing FIFA 25 or FIFA 24, whatever FIFA you're playing, the football game. That's low fidelity simulation. But even in that low fidelity simulation, right? Think about when we were playing Winning 11 in 2001, 2002, 2003. Think about that version, and then think about the version of FIFA you're playing now. And you see the advancement, right? You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has gone from being very low fidelity to low fidelity. Then keep adding on that fidelity.
The pictures,
right?
everything's
Keep adding on that fidelity, pictures, 3D, everything. You end up like this.
Where we are now. Yeah.
You've seen VR. You've seen that when you move, you can control things, right?
Yeah.
So keep thinking about it. That's the whole idea, that this is high fidelity built based on another advanced simulation that are watching us from the outside. Right? And so think about how those kind of video games evolved from basic stuff to photorealistic virtual reality. Now, imagine a similar... Yes, please go ahead.
No, so in case you guys don't understand, some people like picture and video. Just watch The Matrix. That is what he's basically saying. Just go and watch The Matrix. And you understand.
Watch The Matrix.
Yeah. You can
now, thank you. Imagine if you have a civilization of millions of years of us ahead of us, right? Millions ahead of us. They are capable of simulating conscious beings inside a fully immersive world like this. Do you understand? If we keep thinking that technology keep advancing, right?
Yeah.
We went from the telephone with wires speaking into it, right? We went from that to what? To putting something as small as this in your ear. And then you can speak to somebody in another time zone. If we all agree that year on year, technology will keep advancing, technology doesn't stagnate, yes or no?
It's impossible for it to stagnate.
So think about it, that if things keep advancing like this, we can have a conversation now and I'm seeing you through a camera. Do you understand? Some 2,000 years ago, this is witchcraft. You are going to be burned at the stake.
No, you'll be killed.
The
Catholic Church will burn you at the stake because this is heresy. It's wrong.
So think about how the world will keep advancing. It will get to a time where the world will be capable of running this world as a simulation. So the question now becomes, if such simulations are possible in the future, how are we sure that they did not create this one that we are currently in? That's the whole concept. So when you say, oh, we are not robots now, we're humans, and this is blood and everything, classify this as this blood running through your body and your organs and everything. Classify it as what is in the simulation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nick Bostrom that you talk about broke it into like three things. Three things, right? One, civilization like ours go extinct before becoming so advanced to run such simulations, right? Because I can run a simulation now, and let's say this world we're running is a simulation. The simulation has gotten to a point where what happened? They are going to fight a war, and maybe the world will end in the year 5000. Another simulation of this world can run that we never got the chance to even invent weapons of mass destruction. So the world went to live on for 2 million years. And then maybe a drug we created then wiped the whole earth. Do you understand? So we need to understand that some simulations will last long, some simulations won't last long. This simulation of this world might not last to the point where we can even create another simulation inside the simulation. Some other simulations of the world will get to that point. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to break down. There's also the theory that, okay, the advanced civilizations chose not to run simulations at all. And of course, the third one is we're already living in a simulation. So that's just basically it. So I think most people get stuck on like the philosophical part of the things, right? Which is more around, oh, what does this world allow us to imagine? Don't I have my own consciousness? etc. Oh, can my consciousness be imported into another place? What is the real world? Etc. etc. Anyway, you've read Nick Bostrom's book. Another book I would like you to read on. Let me pull it out real quick. Is David Chalmer, right? He put out a book called Reality Plus Virtual Worlds and the Problems of Philosophy. It goes very deep into this. And then Chalmer has also been on Lex Friedman's podcast. So you can check that out. And Bostrom has also been on Lex Friedman's podcast. I used to like really be into this thing, especially with the time travel. It was the time travel that really sucked me into this whole thing. And then I used to then I watched a series like Westworld, which opened my eyes to like a lot of reality, right? If you watch Westworld season 1 and 2, you really understand what I'm saying, to the point where like simulations run. And the beautiful part about simulations is that, do you know the beautiful part about simulation? This simulation of today, you know the funny part, this simulation, you know this podcast we're recording, this simulation, it can be on loop for the next maybe 2-3 days. If we're counting in days, we are the ones counting in our days. Let me explain to you. We can finish this podcast, have a fantastic Sunday, go and sleep, wake up again, and it's Sunday, and we do this whole thing over again to determine maybe a similar outcome or the same outcome. That's what a simulation is, running something over and over again. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you then ask, okay, but yesterday was Saturday. I knew yesterday now. I knew the day before yesterday. I knew last year. No, you woke up with those memories. Do you understand? It's like you're playing a game, Call of Duty now, and then you get to a level and you were shot and you were defeated. So you have to start again and play it from a certain place, but you've saved everything. That version of you starting it and playing it, did it go through level 1 to 13? No. It started from where again? Level 13. So that version of him starting at level 13 never went from level 1 to 12. It was the first version that went from level 1 to 12 and got killed at 13. And then you restarted the game from level 13. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's a simulation.
In this the simulation religion, who's the god? Who do we pray to be simulated very well? Like, what's the
quick question
here?
Why are you so obsessed with praying to a god?
Because we need to loyal to somebody so that we need to be loyal. We need to be
understand the simulation.
You see the problem. You see the problem. It's brainwashed. This is what religion does to you, to the point where you feel that you can't do it alone, that there's somebody you have to just give all your power to or reverence to for it to help you.
Steve, take the red pill. Take the red pill.
Do you understand?
If this okay, who is doing the simulation?
It is an advanced society. I don't know. It's advanced.
Is that advanced? I want to know that advanced system. So that is that advanced. I want to know that. I need to form an alliance with that.
You have to lie with the advanced.
So that he's simulating this thing, he will simulate my own part very well. So that he will simulate me into Tesla.
No, next time, don't simulate me in Nigeria. Simulate me go around, please.
We must make Ayo. You must make sure you do not give birth to any of your children in Nigeria.
God forbid that.
Look at the damage it has done to a young man in his 30s. He can't still get. Do you understand? A young man in his 30s. He can't. Bro, I was speaking to a master's student. Masters, solid person, and he genuinely told me that yes, it's possible to pray for the dollar to come down.
And you can do a thesis about it now. Maybe go do your masters on now.
Do you understand?
About praying for dollar to come down is what are you praying for exactly? Are you praying for we're praying for more foreign investments? Like there has to be a specific thing that you're praying for that will lead to the. You can't just say let dollar come down.
No, so but they say your God is understanding God. All you need to do is just do the title. God
just do the request.
You know how you do the tell ChatGPT the topic and it will flesh it out for you. You understand? Now you know how you go take reach the answer. No be your own business.
Try find out who simulate the advanced distance so that we will know how to align
make
with
make you receive favor from him. when it's time to vote, you vote for him. You vote for the advanced simulator.
Oh, that is why.
For you.
That is why.
Anyways, that's all about simulation theory. You guys, please go and check it out. It's very interesting.
I
Read
guess that's why
everything that has to.
I guess that's why religion sticks so much, because
Yeah,
there's somebody to there's a higher power
that you don't need to
to
question. Let me tell you why people stick with religion much. It's simple.
yeah,
It's
It's what could
simple,
I
and
say?
and there's a lot going on in life already. It's simple.
yeah,
That's why
it's
people stick with religion.
yeah.
I was a very religious person. I've given birth to my life. I've given my life to Christ. I've gone through everything.
You don't
I've
do
attended
taco.
different kind of churches. My primary school, I was in church. You understand all of that. And my own point is, I want to be allowed to question things. I don't want to be shut down when I question things. I don't also want to be tagged as crazy when I'm questioning things. I can't be the only one questioning these things. It means that a lot of you are suppressing yourself because you don't want society to judge you when you question things. Do you understand? We see dinosaur fossils spread across the world, right? They are
Yes.
reconstructed. We see
All
some of
over.
their bones, etc.
Some are fully
Why is there
functional.
no mention of this? Like, how did man cohabit with dinosaurs, and why is
I
it
have a
not in the
theory.
Bible?
I have a theory about that. And whenever I say it, people think I'm crazy.
Yeah,
But
talk
I
your
just
own now.
move on.
Talk your own. If you can be simulated, what's be dinosaur? Talk your own.
Okay. The earth existed with pre-Adamic creatures. We're talking about saber-toothed tigers. We're talking about dinosaurs. And we're talking about
T-Rexes.
T-Rexes, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Then a meteorite hit the earth and wiped them away. That's what is called the Big Bang Theory, actually.
Yes.
So the
And
bang now bomb.
Now bomb now. But science call them bang theory.
Yeah.
Maybe science will one day evolve and say, okay, it's actually, it leveled it. That's it. And that is why I believe that, those animals existed before the creation of man. Definitely. Because if you look through the Bible, there is no mention of dinosaurs actually.
None.
Man wouldn't have even been able to cohabit with them.
So are you trying to tell me Noah in the ark had T-Rexes and all those Jurassic Park creatures? Wasn't mentioned. It was only one funny creature that's ever been mentioned in the Bible, the Leviathan or something called, I don't know what it's called, the beast underneath the sea, which could be a kraken in Greek mythology. We don't know. It could be a kraken in Greek mythology. So yeah, bro. So you have to question yourself when anything you have been indoctrinated into. You just have to question it and say, "Oh, maybe
question it."
That. We're not
do a deep dive.
How do we know that these the angels that were seen in the Bible were not actually aliens? How do you know? So yeah, that's how life is, man. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's keep it going. This is from Mr. Fantastic, and he's talking about housemates. So he put out, he sent a blurb written by someone called Olufunke Phillips on Facebook, I believe, and then he has his comments about it. So let me quickly read what Miss Olufunke Phillips had to say. A page on Instagram is exposing wicked housemates, and just flipping through the pictures, you can see that more than half of them are clearly underaged. Little girls who should be in school playing, instead they are raising other people's children. One day, just one day, we'll talk about women who go to the village, bring young girls to the city, turn them into house helps, and call it helping them. Nigerian women will bring a 9-year-old from the village to help take care of their own children. Just imagine. Pikin, they take care of Pikin. No be madness be that. What is a child doing raising another child? What kind of logic makes it okay for a girl who still needs care to become a caregiver in someone else's home? They'll tell you, but I was feeding her and clothing her. And then they'll tell you, but our mothers did it. And so what? After church on Sunday, just enter any eatery and you see them. You would know who is who. It's always obvious. The madam and her kids, and the young girl in oversized clothes carrying the newborn baby. The ones that finish me are the ones that still come on here to make a post hyping themselves as the almighty savior of the world. How they've saved this small girl from sure poverty in the village. And now look at her eating donut and drinking Capri Sun. Someone that has not even seen meat pie before. Now she's wearing fine clothes, even if it's a size too big or small. But just look at how kind I am and how good I am. I'm such a good person. Her family begged me to take her. I've done so much for her. All they say, and they say that with their full chest proudly, performative nonsense. You people don't really know what is worrying you, but it is not me that will tell you that your head is not correct. All right, then Mr. Fantastic then says, P.S. Osag's rant about religion in the last podcast got me sending fan mails again. It was very enjoyable and insightful. The one that does it for me in the Bible is why the Israelites are always the good guys, and in the Bible, every other person is the ops. Even Africans are the ops in the Bible, and there is really no mention of black people in the Bible. I find it hard to align with a story where I am the ops. Let's talk about the housemate thing already, real quick. We've talked about
Bro.
this in the past. Bro,
That's a red
what more
button
can we
issue.
say?
Bro, that's a red button issue because the day any legislation, politician touches on that thing, you see the ugly side of people. It's very disheartening when you see a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, mostly young girls, brought from so-called village or maybe somewhere outside of the urban area to come and take care of kids. What qualifies a 12-year-old or 13-year-old to take care of young children? Right? And when you, especially if you go to church on Sundays, you know the difference. You now see,
of
I'm like,
course,
this is slavery. The so-called you people that always say, oh, slavery is bad, white people took us. This is another form of slavery. But you say, no, I paid our parents, or I pay somebody, an intermediary, who will give our parents the money, and I'm taking her to school. Which school? You're not taking her to British International that your kids are going to. You're not taking her to Corona, you're not taking her to Adrao, you're not taking her to Atlantic, or is the closest public university and public secondary school or private school you're taking this child to at the end of the day. In a country that is saying nobody above 8, no one below 18 should be hired as a domestic servant. But they'll say, no, it's my uncle's auntie's brother and daughter. She just came here to live with us. We're helping her. She's just helping us with the small. No. Hire a nanny. Hire a nanny that you pay monthly above minimum wage. A lot of these kids, a lot of things happen to them. They get physically abused, emotionally abused, sexually abused. It's not right. I don't know why it has taken all this long, or we've not even had a major discourse on Twitter. I don't think there's ever been a day of reckoning on Twitter where you'll say, okay, why this couple, why are they hiring somebody this young to take care of their kids? We've never had that. But it's it's the normal nonsense that we talk about on Twitter. It's very, very wrong. And I think Nigerian culture should have expelled that things. We should have expelled these things a long time ago. You can't tell me it's history. Yes, it happened in the 80s, 70s, 60s, but we're 2025 now. We should have evolved more than that. Come on now. It's wrong. Look, you see this on a lot of metro sites. You see young kids being beaten up by the woman or the man of their house. Physically abused. Some of them run away. And that's how they enter into a life of crime and prostitution and all that stuff. It's wrong. The way we treat children in this country is terrible. Very, very terrible. You see 6-year-olds walking on the road and we are okay with that. It's nonsense. I pray that one day it stops. Just as the way we have like an agency fighting against domestic violence and sexual assault, we should look in. There should be a federal agency, and every state should have its own agency. If it's possible, go house to house. Who is this young girl? It's wrong. At the end of the day, you can't treat another person's child like this to come and live in slavery just because you decided to procreate and have children, and because it's cool with the Nigerian culture.
There's no need to go to house. Just come to the car park in churches.
Holy police.
Steve, you have a lot of context because you worked in the what they call you guys? Holy police. What do you call you? What's the official? Before Holy Police, there's a designation of the department now. It's not Holy Police first. That's just the
it's protocol. It's protocol.
Yeah, protocol. Yeah, the ones that handle
kind of security,
cars,
orderliness, cars. Yeah.
Okay, protocol department. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it's protocol.
Food control, a big whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. I think for me, the at first, like when I see, because most times you see like the stark difference between these kids and the children of the couple or the children of the family, like in terms of how they dress, the quality of the clothes they wear, how they look. Like, why? I always ask myself, why are there always like a stark difference between these people, especially people who claim, oh, it's my relative who came to stay with us. Do you get? So I thought, oh, maybe someone who came from the village or from maybe a poor background, right? Comes to join, there will be clear signs of difference because of the nutrition, the styling. How do I put it? The styling, different styling, or whatever it is. So I'm like, okay, maybe in the first 6 months, in the first 1 year, there will be differences because the person is trying to acclimatize in terms of dress like the new home. It's after a year after eating what he eats, but you discover that like, even after a year, even after 2 years, even after 3 years, the same person, the same child, there's still this stark difference. You still put a glance and you immediately notice that this person is not a kid. So it shows that they are being treated differently, they are being clothed differently, and they're even feeding differently. Because if they're eating the same thing, exactly, they'll kind of like look alike. So that's something that I've always looked at and say, this dynamic is something that worries me. Do you get
so fundamentally there's a problem.
There's a problem already.
Because this person is not living at the same standards which your family is living.
Exactly. The standard of living is not the same, even in the same home.
So the counter argument to that they will tell you is that it is 50%, 60% better than where they are coming from. That's the counter argument.
Yes,
that's usually the counter argument.
But it's still not good enough. BS. It's still not good enough.
It's BS.
It's BS. It's not good enough. I've always looked at that dynamic to say, man, this is wrong. And the reason why I'm also more disappointed is this is also a church. This is supposed to be like Christians, and do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
I expect better. But bro, like this is something I saw for years, and I would look at it. I'm like, damn, this is not good at all. Yeah.
And also, I think families that give their kids away, because you can say, oh, don't do this, but there are people who are willing, that have children and say, oh, they should just go and do house help job, with relatives or people in the different states. Those people too should be looked at the end of the day.
In most cases, just seeing your kid from a village from a school in the village, even going to a public school in Lagos is an upgrade.
Yes,
you get. So they'll take. I think it's something. They'll look at it and like, oh, whatever is being he or she is being in most of the cases she's being put through in that house is what the sacrifice, right? Because it's getting like better education, exposure to better education, exposure to civilization and stuff like that. But it's something that I've thought about for so many years, especially in church, and it never sat well with me, to be very honest. I know people have this conversation about seeing a family in Chicken Republic or in fast food or whatever it is. This one, I'm looking at them in church, like you Christian, this is not just seeing you once as a family, or I'm casting a judgment on you. This is people who have seen families for a space of 3-4 years. And
another scary part, right? You've just talked about nutrition. You've talked about appearance.
Clothing,
we've not talked about education. We've not talked about the psychological part, which is the child is also not meant to be happy.
Exactly.
No, that's why.
Yes.
No, you can't be a kid.
Because
the kid is never smiling, is never happy, is never jovial.
In the presence of the parents.
Yes. So you're also required. This is like the handsmaid tale.
You're meant to be subservient. You're meant to be subservient.
Subservient and calm, even though you're a kid. I'm looking at my kids, my girls, right? And I'm just looking at it and saying, I can't imagine them in another house being house helps. The kind of trauma they'll be going through every day.
Bro.
Do you know what it is for a 9-year-old to be a house help?
I can tell my daughter to go and pick up something now from the fridge, and she'll look at me and she'll say no. And I look
my
at
own daughter that's when she wants to tell me or give me a lecture on something. Then I just remember I said, I asked you to go.
I'm like, what's it they bring? Come on, go on, before they. But that person does not even have the
choice.
What's the word I'm going to? Yeah, there's no choice. Yeah. It doesn't even have there's no room, there's no place to maneuver.
We went to our friend's house. The house helps we didn't call them house helps. We are just trying to be woke here. They were called house girls. They were not called housemaids. They were not called house help. They were called house girls. As a matter of fact, the word house girl at some point was even derogatory.
Yes, because it seems like you don't have any future.
When they tag you, oh, that's a house girl. It's almost like you are lesser of a person in the society. Let's keep it a buck now.
Yeah, you're in a different caste system.
Yes.
Below that. Yeah.
It was like a caste system, and you are just lower because it means okay, everything about you is on a lower level, which is clothing, food, whatever. Also, I'm not carry remote, watch TV now. Wait,
and these are things that we are.
Popsy, mom, see everybody they watch. She they corner on top stool.
Exactly.
She they inside kitchen. She know they watch TV now.
And these are things we will notice like from outside the house. We've not even gone to the house where in the morning the kids are chilling and the house help or the house girl is out there in the kitchen doing like
house help. No, they use the same cutlery.
Do you understand?
They don't bring to make up late. They don't bring to make up like 8 o'clock as a help. We must be up like
house girl. No, they use the same cutlery. Wait till they cannot use the same cup. Everybody was using glass cup. House girl will use plastic cup. Guys,
that's slavery.
Guys, if you are listening to this, and my brothers who are married, who, you know, you have your wife handling that side of the household.
Yeah.
You better jump in there now
and change that shit quick.
You better jump in there and ask, oh, we paid this lady. I give you money to pay this lady. Who are we paying? Are we paying her? And I'm not talking about the 9-year-old. You have a 9-year-old being a house help in your house, right? Just understand something. What you are doing, even though I don't know if there's a law for it, just know what you're doing does not make sense.
Bro, there's a word for it.
If you have a 10-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, some come and they're like, what's the word?
Child labor. It's basically child labor.
It's crazy. When I was in Nigeria, we had some like over 18-year-olds come in. Oh, who brought this person? Oh, blah, blah, blah. They have to pay their first month to the person back. Okay, pay the first month to the person back, but let's also pay her. Does she have a bank account? Doesn't have a bank? Open a bank account. Like she needs to start keeping her own money or give her cash, whatever it is. She's the one. And then, you know, because of the kind of people they've worked with before, they want to take water from the dispenser. I'm there. They will be standing. What do you want? I want to drink water. Go and drink water. Do you understand? You start noticing all these things, and man, it's deep. I wanted to say something. This is what our lawmakers should really get into. These are the kind of problems that our lawmakers should be addressing, and saying, okay, let's come up with a bill that says or that pushes for underage children, or pushes for it to be illegal that underage children are house helps. The problem with that is that the problem with implementing things like that is that Nigeria is so complex, and there are so many regions that are not advanced in Nigeria that you can't implement such. And I'll explain to you. Your third cousin's child comes and stays with you, right? Of course, your third cousin does not have money to even raise her child, or she has 4 and she's struggling. Mm-hmm. They send one to you to train. Now, there's a line between
it's a family matter.
Yes, and I'm training the girl, and the girl also helps to work. Like, how do you pull those lines? Now, you can actually, guess what? Because advanced societies do it, right? But the problem is that we don't have infrastructure embedded in the country enough for you to be able to monitor what is going on.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the child services here? Okay.
The child services,
Bro, this place I live in, this fucking country I live in, right? You move to any place, you have to register with the local government. If you do not register with the local government, you can't live in there. They are going to kick you out. So you can't just go in randomly in a place and randomly just register. Randomly just get an apartment and start living. You have to go to the local government and inform them that you have moved to this place, so they can register you in the local government for things like your garbage, your garbage, water, and a lot, some of those things to even function. They need to know who you are. They will have your identity. They'll know how many people live in that property and the relationship they have with the homeowner, or at least the person renting the property. They can give you a very, very approximate, close estimate of the number of people living in that local government. Can we do that in Nigeria? We can't. Somebody moves in. I was explaining to you guys how non-Nigerians can become Nigerians in the space of 1 month. And someone was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I say it's easy. Call Mama Ebo at where? At Ogba to get you an affidavit that you misplaced your birth certificate.
Yeah.
She will give you a court affidavit signed by a judge in that court. You pay her money. You will take that affidavit to the Nigerian, what's it called? Population Commission. Who are the people that issue birth certificates? They will issue you a birth certificate based on your affidavit that you swore that you were born in Ikorodu in 1992. They will then issue you a birth certificate. Right? With that birth certificate, you can now go and collect a passport. With the birth certificate, your BV and everything. It's I just looked at it, I'm like, it's very easy to become a Nigerian. I sat that day and I just thought about it. And that's how you can stroll into this company and into this country and just become whoever the hell you want to be.
Lacks security. Our social security.
So you bring somebody now, you have that law, you want to implement the law. We don't even have the infrastructure to implement the law. Do we have child services agencies?
Do we even have adult service agencies, first of all?
Do you know that in advanced societies, right, you don't send your kid to school in a day or two. They have to report to, there's an agency they report to.
Easily, they'll come and check
pulling up.
Yeah.
Like every child is accounted for. The only way you can't account for a child, do you know the only way you can't account for a child?
How?
Is if you give birth to a child and do not register the child.
Yeah.
So the child is not in the system.
Do you understand? That's the only way. Because once the child is in the system, they are monitoring that child all the way till the child is 18.
I remember when the church was giving us orientation about children that we should not be sparking them, that the government have no problem of coming to take your child. Like in short, they even want to come and take your child.
Glad.
And I'm like, what do you mean come and take my child? Like even if now me and my wife will have that conversation, I'm like, who take which child? Did you get like? But it is what it is. Like it's very, very important. Like if you can't take care of them, if they're not in a very conducive environment, the state is going to come and take them and take care of them.
Yeah.
Simple.
They become a property of the states, yeah.
Now my daughter is about to start school where we're erasing the word spank from the dictionary, like from her vocabulary. Like we've never spanked you, we've never done it. Because that one she will go to school and tell them that they spanked me. Like
they spanked you. Speak some more.
Teacher don't go report to
easily.
Master don't go report.
Denzel is coded. He knows how to code things at home. Like, see that
boy.
Exactly. See that she's gonna cast. So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know where to start from there.
It's very complex.
It's very complex, man. It's just very complex.
Dynamics, and we've not even talked about sexual abuse.
These are things that contribute to the larger issues that we have in Nigeria, where what kind of people are we breeding as a state? What kind of people, like these people become adults,
These people become adults. Do you think they become fully functional people in society? No. They're dealing with years of trauma.
They're dealing with a lot of trauma, So it's ridiculous, man. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to like repairing Nigeria. I don't know where to start from.
Repair.
And that's why I keep saying stop hinging all your hopes on one person. Like if Peter Obi comes into, like Peter Obi wins on the political party, gets into power as a president. That's not what he's fixing. Like, do you understand?
Yeah, he's not fixing that.
How does he fix that problem?
It's the local government. Yeah,
it's the lawmakers.
It's the lawmakers. There's so many things to be done, bro. There's so many things.
But it's so much of a business, and it's so difficult to solve because you now go to different ethnic backgrounds, different ethnicities, and different regions rather. and man, they'll kick you out. You go to the north, they'll just be looking at you.
The poverty is just too much for us to start having that conversation. It's just too much because the people in this situation are even very, very grateful for the opportunity to start.
They are willingly putting their children. They will tell you, take my child.
Yeah.
That's one less of a body for me. Yeah,
bro. There's something called the Amajiri. This like the house getting itself is just too. It's too advanced. Like there's an look at how Amajiri system is set up. Do you understand? Like alone. Come on, man. It's just too much, man. I don't know where to start. And that's
the house girl thing is like child's play.
Those are things I see, and I just because at the end of the day, our kids right now from age 1 to 10, the majority is being brought up in this system.
Yeah.
Because as the middle class shrinks, as the poverty rate widens, it means like a lot of kids are put in the same situation. So what kind of adults are we breeding? Like if you get like no skill, no having a lot of trauma. So these are things that will also lead to a lot of crimes and terrorism, Boko Haram. How do you think they recruit people? Like kidnappers. Like that's what makes me like even more scary about the future of our country is not just what's happening now in terms of governance, policies, corruption, is what's happening with our kids.
Yeah.
That's just what bothers me the most. Do you get? For a country where more than 60% is below 18. My brothers and my sisters listening, it's alarming. It's alarming, to be very honest. So yeah.
All right, man, that was very dark. Should we play some music? Then we get back to
we'll have to.
Yeah, that was too dark. Okay, I'm going to play this record. It's from the one and only Bear Zidakula off his debut album, Super Son. What a classic album. This is the record called Say.
Say you will be ready.
in me. You are now listening to Loose Talk.
And we are back. Okay, we have this email from Akila. Akila is talking about different patterns. Hi, Osagie, Steve, and AOT2. Hope y'all doing good. I want to give you guys your flowers for always showing up. It's not easy, but you guys keep going. Una, well done. I am Akila, a visual artist and a proud loose talk giant. Lately, I've been hustling so hard. So there's this cleaning hustle I'm into. It's more like a side job because it's not different from guys carrying cement in building or construction sites. We just clean after the building is finished. I got into this hustle because I participated in an art competition, which I borrowed money to register for and get my work packaged. Unfortunately, I wasn't selected to advance, but it's cool. I'm going again next year. The cleaning work is not a constant thing as I can go a week without work. I need to work at least 20 days to be able to repay my debts. To make hard, I'm not ashamed of this hustle because I know it's just a phase and it'll pass. Art materials are so expensive and it's affecting me because I want to paint, but I can't afford to buy colors. So now I'm working with pencil and pen because it's what it's at my disposal. This is more sad for me because my family is not in a position to help. I legit saw our living standard drop when Buhari took power in 2015. Things went downhill and still trying to recover. To other giants out there who need art services of any kind, I'm open to commissions and collaborations. They can hit me up on Artist Paisa, which is at ARTISTPAISA. The DP is a boy drawn with a blue pen. So you guys can check his IG out. Do you want to check his IG out, please? On your phone, on your laptop, anyone. It is Artist Paisa. Also,
Oh, I
if
know
there
him now.
are, oh, you know him?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Also, if there also visual artists in the family, I'd like to connect with them. Okay. Lastly, I want to let you guys know that listening to Loose Talk has helped me become rational in my thinking. Now I lay context to things and reason things more logically. Una anointing don't reach me. My brother, all we can say from Loose Talk is you are blessed. Why is Steve laughing now? Why are you laughing, Steve?
Because I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
The guy has done the painting on me before, a barrel painting on me before. So I know him.
Oh, that's the guy that did for. Okay, you know what? I'm going to his IG now. Gotta go to his IG. We'll put your IG in the show notes. Guys, please help Artist Paisa. Yes, Aquila Precious. Wow. Okay, this is nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
It did for you too. It did for all of us now, Sas. Abi?
No, it
Was
was
it not the
only
guy?
it's only I.
No, that's a different guy. That's a different guy.
Oh, that's a different guy. I'm sorry.
That's Gabon art. That's different.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. I mean, people are really talented. How do you do this with biro and paper
Bro,
and
I have no idea.
This is talent, man. Anyways, I wish you all the best. God bless you, my brother. Let's keep it moving. Where are we?
Then
Doni
what does he
is.
need? What does he need for? What does he need in his art career? Did he mention that in his email?
Yeah, he needs money to buy paint.
Oh, okay.
But art materials, but art materials are expensive. That's why he's using the biro right now.
Okay.
Yeah, what I would say, I don't know what part of the world you're in from. That's also another thing. But what I would say,
he didn't put that.
Yeah, he didn't state that. You can look for art houses that are willing to sponsor artists. You usually have stuff like that, right? They have
is he in Lagos?
I can't see.
I'm not sure. Okay.
I don't know where it is. But
Alright.
look at that. I don't know where. So context is a bit hard because I don't know which city you're in. Duni is talking about this. Is another writer. Duni is talking about gratitude, reflections, and a heavy heart. You guys are doing an incredible job. Thank you so much for all the work you put in. I've had so many things I've wanted to write about over time since my last fan mail, especially regarding how Alariwo of Africa never came up in your music discussions until recently. As someone who was a huge fan, hearing that brief mention truly made my day. I recently visited Nigeria and I honestly don't have the words to describe how heartbreaking it was. I stayed less than 14 days, but by day 5, I was already counting down to leave. It felt far too long. The Nigeria I returned to is not the one I knew, even compared to my 2021-2022 visits. The difference is staggering. I broke down completely. It was an ugly cry. It felt like my childhood and everything that once felt familiar had disappeared. Writing it all out would take too long, but just know it hit me deeply. Listening to your recent episode about you speak about NTA brought back so many memories. I remembered how it helped me shape my thinking as a child. My primary school once took us to the National Theatre to watch a play about saying no to drugs. Majek Fashek, who I only recognized much later in life, was there playing his guitar and singing that message. This is me now. How ironic. Anyways, back to the message. That performance stayed with me. It helped me make a firm decision never to engage in such things. That version of Nigeria, the one that inspired and educated me, is gone. I just finished reading The House Has Fallen and I'm about to start What Britain Did to Nigeria. Thank you for those recommendations. I've read quite a few that you've mentioned. These books have made one thing painfully clear. Nigeria may never get better. We talk, we hope, we debate, but the truth is it's hard to ignore. The truth is hard to ignore. I've come to deeply appreciate where I am now because this is home. I truly wish Nigeria the best, but I'm no longer holding my breath. Thank you again for all you do. Until the next topic tugs at my heart enough to write again, stay strong and keep going. Duni, thank you so much for writing this. Now I am worried about like how I will feel when I travel.
No, if you come back, don't worry now. Everybody will just ask you for money. Don't worry. Just calm.
I don't know how to feel, but let's see. It's been a while, you know. Let's see. But thank you very much. Duni. And these things you're talking about is true, man. We watched NTA growing up and it shaped our lives. I just remembered this show. 3, 2, 1, contact. Remember the show?
Bro.
Was a science show, right? And like I
show.
told you guys before, programming is very important, right? I struggle to set up programming in my house because everybody just wants to watch Netflix and what the next thing. And the topic selection, funny enough, I saw something somewhere and I sent it to my wife. Let me see if I can pull it out. It's a very interesting take about what children should watch. Let me see if I can find it. Very interesting take. I know it, but I want to read it specifically, so it's a bit more. I can't find it anymore. Oh man, I wish I found it. I would have shared it with you guys. Basically, what it was saying is they did a survey on the people that watched the X Files.
Yeah.
On girls that watched the X Files, and they found out that a large percentage of them went on to work in STEM.
It makes sense. Because if you watch the X Files, bro,
it makes sense.
It blew my mind.
Yeah, it makes sense.
As simple as that is, it blew my mind. Like young girls who watch the X Files, for you guys who don't know what the X Files is, the X Files is one of the classic series, sci-fi series that we all watched while growing up.
Makes you question everything about life.
Let me see if I can describe it well. The X Files, thank you. English, yes. It's an American science fiction drama television series that ran from 1993 to 2002, right? 9 seasons. So it talked about extraterrestrial conspiracies, UFOs. It really pushed a lot of science there, but like science fiction drama, right? Amazing series to watch. Scully and Mulder. Those were those were the names of the investigators, a lady and a guy, and bro, it defined a lot. They said they carried out the survey and they found a high percentage of girls who watched it went on to work in STEM.
Yep.
What are we watching now? What are the kids watching now? Reality shows.
Weird.
You let your kids watch Big Brother.
Without twerking
And
in the
even you
backyard.
and your kids, you giggle about it. This person, I wish this person had not fallen, and you're having fun.
When your child should be watching Square One.
Square One, my God. Shout out to Pusha T. Reality show is what? Is mud wrestling.
Yeah, because you need conflict for it to work now. You need to be
something or housewives or something. Man, all that is bullshit.
that's the devil's show, safe.
Do you understand?
They'll say you're elitist.
Most of you people are too proud in doing the devil's work. That's the problem. You are very proud of doing the devil's work. And I don't want anybody questioning me now. Oh, Osagie, now you know the devil, blah, blah, blah.
No, when he said the devil is not the one about with horns and everything.
Thank you very
People
much.
should know. People should know.
You are too proud in doing the devil's work. There's nothing to watch anymore. No programming, nothing. But we're looking forward to Tari Taylor and the team. Let's see what they'll do. Anyways, let's move on to another fan mail. This is Pezzy. Pezzy's talking about evolution, history, and rationality. Greetings to the surgical analyst. I'm keeping this one, guys. I'm keeping this one. Let me put the horns on it. Please refer to me right now as the surgical analyst.
Yeah.
The essay of the podcast. All right, let's go. The surgical analyst Osagie, the man of culture, AOT2, and the certified lead researcher, Steve Dede. How's he certified? Who certified him? What are you talking about? You guys will just be writing things. He's certified. Who is certified by who? This is the problem we have in Nigeria. He will now run for office and win in the future. And then they will start looking for a certificate.
Go and verify.
They won't find the certificate for lead researcher.
Go and verify.
Anyways, massive commendation to the Giants for delivering the mind-blowing Charles Darwin episode packed with intellectual trips that no high could replicate. In Osag's voice, this mail is going to be packed. I recently began reading Mark Solon's first book, and honestly, I'm blown away by the depth and insights. It truly highlights how Nigeria consistently forgets its history. Reading it gives profound context into how much has been deliberately forgotten. As the saying goes, the people who don't know their history are lost. Reflecting on the Afro podcast episode and the comment Burna Boy made about Afrobeat and Afrofusion, which could have spread due to poor documentation on Afrobeat history. Misinformation easily spreads when history is not well and objectively documented. It seems the efforts to forget Nigeria's history is deliberate, which has left us building towards uncertainty. 100% agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
When you take history, I mean, it's been put back in the curriculum, but when you take history out of the school curriculum, the national school curriculum, for over a decade, close to 2 decades, what do you think is going to happen?
People start forgetting shit and knowing who they are.
But guess what they still do? In social studies, they still include things like Mongopa discovered River Niger and River Benue.
Yes, I discovered.
How can somebody discover something when you get natives, there, you find people there, the natives there? How did you not discover it?
They were washing clothes there, so you now say you discovered it. Stupid.
Anyways, rational and original thinking today seems scarce, or almost as if we've been hit by a zombie apocalypse. People now seek online content to shape every of their thought process. This is true.
Yeah.
This is even another topic entirely if we want to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the Charles Darwin episode, Osagie brilliantly laid out the Darwinian theory to explain rational evolutionary processes. Yet, in critiquing religion as a source of brainwashing, he unknowingly mirrors the same absolution he critiques. Oh, okay. A rational mind acknowledges that understanding a supreme being is open to context and may exceed human comprehension. This precisely underscores why killing in the name of religion can never be justified and is insane. This also boils down to history again, because we do not have other notable and objective records aside from the Bible of all the events of Christian literature. They come across unfathomable, although historical literature and records outside the Bible seems limited. There are indeed document findings, journals, and artifacts that support the existence and context of the person of Jesus in that era. Regarding Osagie's query about the reduced religiosity in more advanced societies, it's worth noting that these prosperous Western societies were initially built on religious foundations. The shared values from religious beliefs provided the community and unity, the shared values from religious beliefs provided the community the unity necessary for establishing the strong structures they now enjoy. As for the idea of dedicated fan mail episodes, I strongly support it. I'm sure many others do too. Big shout out to Steve and I for keeping things grounded and providing essential context. It's not easy keeping pace with Usags when he's on a roll. What do you mean by that?
My
Percy?
experience, we worked
What do
6
you
years in
mean?
Pulse, so we
What do
already
you
knew.
mean by that?
You
Anyways, he
already
says,
knew
I
how.
crave for more of this kind of episodes and this kind of conversations. I used to have similar discussions with my friends during our school days, though we've taken different parts and everyone is busy. Please help me send Mark Soloin's second book. We will put the link to the Amazon, or we'll put the links there. You can search it, but you can always check. What's the website in Nigeria that sells books again? Forgotten.
It's not
I used to buy.
Okada.
No, not Okada. Tower. Hold on. I'll get it now. Hold on. I bought a couple of books from them. Roving
Tower
Heights.
Heights. Roving Heights.
Roving
Now you
Heights.
put
I don't know.
Tower for my
I'm
head.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Nonsense guy.
Yeah.
Roving
Check
Heights.
Roving Heights. Roving Heights books. They sell those books
Yeah.
there, or you can always just go on Amazon, or you can get
Shout out
yourself a
to
Kindle. Or you can get yourself a Kindle and buy it on your Kindle and just send it to your Kindle.
Steve, I beg you.
Anyways.
In case they want
Oh, you got this. You got my joke.
Better go check podcast. Better go listen to our podcast. When they ask me, no, I beg. I don't know.
Don't worry. Nobody could get the joke. Nobody could get that.
Lastly, I appreciate if you could give a shout out to a friend, Unique Powell on TikTok. The handle is _Unique Powell, UNIQUEPOWELL on IG. She's an exceptional content creator, currently running a class dedicated to helping others create valuable content. Thank you for the outstanding work, guys, giants, and shout out to you, Pezzy. All right, we have a last one from Sam. Sam says he's a big fan. Plus, Burna Boy's no sign of weakness. He's got a personal take.
Oh, wow.
Big salute to you guys. Fan of Loose Talk and the work you guys are doing. Thank you very much. Layer conversations around Nigerian music, politics, culture. It says every episode has been like a masterclass with street sense and real hearts. It's becoming a weekly feature in his routine. He seriously can't wait for us to start doing live shows. He already has his RSVP locked in the front row. Yeah, it says, that said, I hope to drop my 2 cents on Burna Boy's latest album, No Sign of Weakness. It's doubling down on his identity, showing evolution without compromise of the title alone. The whole album feels like a man reflecting from the top of the mountain, still scared from the climb but refusing to be soft. It's spiritual, cocky, and emotionally raw in turns. The entire album is rich in sound and intent. He's not chasing pop hits. Burna is curating a state of mind. It's not his most accessible work, but it's possibly his most deliberate. Love him or hate him, Burna keeps sending Afrofusion to reflect where he's at, or bending Afrofusion rather, to reflect where he's at, not where the market is. I'd love to hear your breakdowns and disagreements on it, especially you, AOT2, and your favorite tracks. Keep the mic hot, giants. Culture is listening. So AOT2.
Yes, boss.
Did you write a review for Burna Boy's No Sign of Weakness?
No, I did not. Even
Why
though
not?
Motolani begged me. Motolani made a passionate call. I said, please, we need your review.
So why didn't you write a review? Because I saw hints of.
I started writing, but I got lost in some other work. So I just said, you know what?
But if you were to publish a review, what would it be like? What would it read like?
There will
So
be a lot
Burna
of
Boy,
weaknesses.
Burna Boy has dropped a very lethargic album, probably his weakest. And I won't put it down to lack of creativity or talent. It's not that. It's just that his output in the last 5 or 6 years has been outstanding. And he feels one, he's tired, and two, he's bereft of ideas. He doesn't know where else to go again. It's not a very great album. People can say personally it's their favorite, they like the album, but culturally speaking, we can already see it's already dwindling. It has even dwindled beyond, it's not one of the albums that will say, oh, 2025 is shaped the year. It's definitely not it. His singles were very, very. His singles did not reflect how talented he is. When you this man sampled Lagbaja and it's a very forgettable song. The singles were very, very lackluster. He felt as if he was trying to land a big hit, despite what the last family that we just read. It didn't just work at all. I think there's only one song or two, maybe the one about something grams. I can't remember the name right now. That is my favorite track on the album. But apart from that, very disappointing album. I can be more colorful about my description about the album, but let's keep it professional now. We are doing some very NPR, review right now. So yeah, yes, not his best work. He's still who he is, still the African giant, still the King Kong. Where I think two things he has to do to drop a better album. One, he needs to go on a creative break. Two, he now more than ever needs a group of songwriters with him. The whole flex of nobody writes for me is never a flex. To me, it was never a flex. I don't know why in Nigeria we celebrate that. He needs songwriters with him right now because I don't know where else he wants to go. He has broken the ceiling and it seems he doesn't know what to do next again. So yeah, that was my review of the album. If you want to score 2.5/5 or 5/10.
Thank you very much, Mr. LT2.
Yeah.
2.5/10.
I think
Over
2.5/5. 2.5/5 or 5/10. Over 10. That's bad.
I
When
won't
I
fear.
don't be pitchfork, we go just keep people career. Anyhow.
Steve, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the album?
Culture connoisseur don't talk now. It's a very forgettable album. So yeah, that's what we say. Well, of course, is reflected in the streets. Is there any hit from this album?
No, bro. No. The street
Ta,
saying.
ta, ta.
I beg.
And I understand my guys, the person that wrote the fan mail. So sometimes there's a disconnect between, and I see this happening a lot, where people in the diaspora are always saying, but we like this album. And I'm telling them, bro, there's a particular guy, shout out to Osagie. He's on my, every time Whiskey drops something, bro, it's like, don't you see, can't you feel real music? I'm like, bro, you know, enter streets no feel am. At the end of the day, So yeah, there might be that discrepancy between, oh, I like this person, I like this record personally than what it is doing culturally. Like how well is it moving culturally? So yeah. This Burna album, bro, people don't move. Fola is hotter than Burna right now. In our Nigeria based Afrobeat, so we will not get money. They say we don't have money, but at least we have relevance.
We're waiting for Omale to save the year.
Omale and Asake are the two people now. That please, bro.
Asake is moving these days. I'm not expecting any.
Asake is doing luxurious. He's doing what's the name of that place in France? That place that people go to, Versailles. Because you know that place. It's with Versailles music now. So, but it might still shock you. He has already told people that the next single is the banger. He's telling people already that the next single is the bomb. Yeah, but Omale, Asake, please, we need you. I don't know if Ira Star is dropping this here, but Ira too, we need you. Sabige, we need you on board. Rema, please, we need you. But you see that last song, it was good for charity. But I don't think I don't think culturally we have.
You've pushed it. You don't do to push them now, Rema.
Rema, yeah. So please, some of us we are not in that age
Charlie Poppy too. Charlie Poppy is doing a second album.
Yes, Charlie Poppy is doing a third album actually, and
third.
Please, if Laho is Laho is actually the biggest single of the year, which is mad. Please, we need that. We need you to come through. Him and Zeri, we need those two to to really push it for us.
Speaking of the Kelebu competition where Rema announced $10,000 for the winners, he
Yes.
actually announced the winners, and there were three
Yes.
boys who were working at the construction site. Apparently, they fixed POP.
That's what they do. Yes.
Yes, and they did a very nice dance, and it was nice. He announced them, and I saw Nana's comments in the comment section on
Shout out
Twitter. It
Nana.
was hilarious. Nana said, "I pity the people that gave this one's POP job
Bro, they're not billionaires now. What do you know?
because the job is not getting completed."
Not going completed.
That was so funny.
I remember when my plumber, the guy that repairs stuff for us, I remember when he won betting. That was 2017, 2018. He won betting of 400,000 naira, and the guy absconded. We didn't see him again for like 6 months. When the money finished, he can't come back, come begin do the plumbing work again.
Just came back and acted like
he came back
nothing had
again
happened.
and continued his life.
Side note: this Rema's competition proves that people didn't do comprehension in school. Rema stated publicly, easy dance step. Some people were trying to concoct or bring about a new realm. It's like they wanted to bring a new realm into spiritual realm. Keep the dance simple. But Nigerians don't get word. But shout out to those boys. They deserved it. I voted for them. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. $10,000. That's some good money.
Yeah, man.
Piece it up together. They can probably buy their own PAP equipment and start their own business as young boys.
Yeah.
As if they don't tax them finish.
Oh well, FIS will delete that money. Say, don't worry. Once it enters our banking system, we are coming for you.
Did I read the story of someone that spent 26 years on death row because for buying a stolen generator? Did I read that story to you guys?
I don't know if you read it, but I've seen it.
Yeah,
No,
I've seen it.
this is not that
now.
one. Oh, you saw it, Abi?
The day they just put a torchlight.
1999, Abi? That was when he was arrested.
Bam!
The day they put torchlights in Kirikiri maximum, you feel like that there are more innocent people there than guilty people.
Of course. Or at least people that have not even been tried.
I wouldn't try and I see even plenty pass for Kirikiri.
Let's go and tell that person that one to understand the terrain.
That is not you too. Why are you not buying new generator? Why are you buying fairly used generator?
Oh my god. Guys, I don't know if you've seen this thing, right? There's a guy called Trong Fan. I don't know if you know him. Like popular on Twitter, right? He has like 700,000 followers in the US. So he writes on business, right? Work week. He puts, you know what he did? He put the Declaration of Independence. You know the Declaration of Independence,
the Yankee
right?
one, yeah.
In America, right? He put the Declaration of Independence in an AI checker. And the AI checker said your text is AI GPT generated 99.99%.
That thing happens to me when I write too, and I want to do AI, and it tells me what I've written is 80% AI.
Yes. So two things.
Sorry,
Nigerian...
before you say that, Steve, I just want to say something, right? And my own is not going to be as critical as your own, but my own makes a lot of sense to me, and it furthers my own agenda, which I think is true. If the Declaration of Independence, which was written in 1776, right? 1776 was written in 1776. If it's written and the AI checker says this thing was 99.99% generated, it only means one thing for me.
It
only just further tells me we're in a simulation, and this thing was written. It was indeed written by AI.
Now the topic is simulation. Don't bother.
Do you understand? It just goes ahead to prove my point, and that's why it thinks it's 99.999% true. That is AI generated because anything we write as humans is AI generated. But go ahead, Steve.
Old literature, AI checkers will tell you is written by AI. Old literature,
that's
like
weird.
Novels written,
why?
Like books written in,
because that's what it was trained
because
on.
that's what they trained it with now.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. Then the Nigerian write-ups, like good Nigerian writers, because Nigerian writers are really very, very literature literate. Let me put it like that. Like in terms of like
Yeah,
English.
that's why Paul
yeah.
Graham was saying that he can't believe
Exactly.
that
We
we
can't
write
believe.
like that,
Yeah,
that we're
right
using
like
AI
that.
to write.
Exactly. Nigerians are very, very, very. It's like
Because my
Nigerians
mother
are very
says,
good with words.
because my mother says, use your gumption. You can't believe that.
Exactly.
You know, Americans, they use the most basic English.
Yeah, very, very basic. Yeah, Nigerians are very good with words. So I think those are the two things I've noticed with like the Nigerian write-ups and older literatures. So that's how I see it.
Okay.
Because for example, now I just finished reading How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. Like as I was reading it, I was just seeing all the AI features there, like the words, the long dashes, everything was there. That book was written in 1940. I can't remember. Like it's like even pre Nigerian independence, right? So it's obvious why AI checkers will say it's 99% AI.
Shout out to the checkers.
Yeah.
All right, before we go, we'll just do this week in history and then we keep it moving. This week in history, who's excited?
Let's go.
All right, this week in history, Nigeria holds its first presidential election. On August 11, 1979, Nigeria held its first presidential election. Shehu Shagari won with 34% of the votes, defeating Obafemi Awolowo of the Unity Party of Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe of the Nigerian People's Party, Aminu Kano of the People's Redemption Party, and Waziri Ibrahim of the Great Nigeria's People's Party. It was also the first election in which all women in the country were allowed to vote. 1979.
That's dope, fam.
It's crazy that in 1979 they're just allowing women to vote all over the country to vote. Like women have been seen as. Now I understand why like other things can happen if women were once seen as lesser humans in the country.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy.
Actually.
Yeah, in the world, it happened all. Yeah, in the US
women
too. You're not allowed to vote.
Women did not get like that right to vote until years later. Yeah.
What makes it such a man's world that man just thinks, oh, women, no, you can't. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have the brain. They say you're too emotional for you to make a rational decision in terms of like choosing.
Steve is going to say science. Oh my God.
I don't want to trigger you, but it's religion.
Is it religion or science?
You've triggered religion.
You think it's religion that drove
that? It's religion. I think it was cultural.
Yes, no.
I think it's just cultural.
Look at it. Look at our two main religions from, like, for example, like Islam and Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
drive patriarchy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
let's keep it a buck.
So. Let's keep it a buck, man.
Let's give it a buck.
So I think Yeah,
they drive patriarchy. Okay, so that's what happened. And also this week in history, on August 11 as well, 1985, Nigeria wins the first Under-16 World Cup, right? The inaugural FIFA Under-16 World Cup held in China. The tournament featured 16 teams and attracted 1.2 million spectators across 4 host cities. Nigeria defeated West Germany in the final to claim the title in a competition later rebranded as the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in 1991. The country remains the tournament's most successful team with 5 trophies in total. Amazing. Only thing I want to raise here is we need to ascertain if the true age of those players were actually under 16. That's just my problem.
Oh, we can ascertain. You know
why?
Because for a country to have won so many times in that competition and not able to reach a World Cup final shows there's something wrong.
Honestly, I swear down. Yeah, because if you keep winning all these under 21s, under 17s, and under 19s, why is it that your national team, because all those players should graduate to the senior team, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, right? How come Super Eagles have only won 3 Nation Cup? They only have 3 Nation Cup titles. But you have so many wonderful young talents that are winning under 17, under 19, under 21.
And we put the young under, see, their swan writer cannot talk. He's not forming as if he can't hear the conversation. Their swan writer.
It belongs to
of course, we know that we know the obvious gaps that caused it now.
We say gaps.
Actually, 2 main things: age falsification and football development. That's it.
Yeah, they start playing very, very late, so they have to backpedal their age more.
Age falsification and
Lack of
football
development.
development. You're right. Guys, we've come to the end of this podcast. But before we go, I want to give a round of applause to none other than the main man himself, the man that did this podcast, Mr. Nana Samuel. I want to give him a shout out because other than being a very hardworking person, he recently got his instrument, like his beat, featured on a major album of the year in Nigeria.
Yep.
You know, AQ's album that dropped, right? Got G3, the beginning. Nana produced one of the songs on that. Made the beats for one of the songs.
I was like, yo, that's my guy.
Yeah, his production name is Nana the Sauce.
Oh wow, Nana chopping dollars.
I want to give him a big shout out because it's been a long time coming and he's really stuck
and
to it.
And Nana bring you out of retirement.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I think our podcasting relationship is sufficient.
It's good enough.
It will suffice.
Okay.
Will suffice. So I'm going to leave you guys with a record. It's called Note to Self. And it's a really good record. Concept of the record is very simple. AQ is writing to himself 10 years in the future. Time. Anyways, enjoy this one. It's produced by Nana Samuel. It's produced by Nana the Sauce. And have a great week, guys.
Yeah, my inspiration forever. I don't know where you are, sending this message to the future like 10 years apart. I don't know where to start, I hope you made it there. I hope you're somewhere living up and got some green hair. At this point you overcame your fear. January 10, 4:55 a.m. you made it clear 2025 was gonna be the year. It falls apart or falls in place, not on the fence. Either we lose or break out the hemisphere. It's been hard building the cake business, I hate it here. Hope my decisions made it better for the later years. I hope my savings helped you take it there. Don't thank me yet, cause if I fucked it up, I pray you don't regret no sudden death. I hope you're living life, cause now we're living good. Hope the nightmares of losing everything don't get to you. Hope you left your car obsession in 2032. If not, I hope you win the latest too, the flyest cars. Literally, cause by then they should have made flying cars. If you lost it all, remember we defied the odds. Paraphrase this anytime, cause this is mine and yours. Hope you're living healthy, still drinking up your hibiscus. Do people recognize you in the street as one of the greatest rappers to have ever lived? Do you still see tweets of your lyrics? Does social media still exist? Do kids put your music on repeat and think you are the shit? I feel the future of social media will be reality shows. Everyone have live feed cameras on them and they can switch it on and off if they choose to show how vanity grows. Whatever they die, the show is getting out of control. You should be a father now, how is marriage working out? Mom and dad never had no rings, but they stuck it out. Everything that's dead will resurrect in form of trauma. Never knew where my brothers were buried, I hope you worked it out. I know people that picked up habits at an older age. Remember, you can only speak to God from a sober place. Pride goes before a fall. If I had to choose, I'd rather fall because of my pride than be on top and have to beg these fools. I've seen money get people confused to the point they can't separate themselves from their ego, and in the end they lose. Pride and ego shouldn't matter when you're old and gray. I'm sending you this cause I know I would be you someday. But it was never about me, it's about you. Listening right now without plans for your later phase. What's the plan for your future self? You're still afraid. Everything you do right now will help you be okay or feel betrayed. It's a choice. You can leave now or live forever. Live always. Live now. Live.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.